Blast, baby. Hello, and welcome to our very latest episode of the Night Shift Let's Talk Gaming. I am CMoney, and I'm joined by the always lovely Doodle.
What's up, everyone? Happy Friday. Thank you so very much for rocking out with us tonight. Let's get it.
Let's get it indeed. Guys, you know what the fuck it is. Okay, it's Friday night.
Yes.
That means we made it through the week. Work week's done. Fuck that shit. Ain't nobody trying to look at none of that right now. We try to relax with the homies. So we're here tonight, and we thank y'all for being here.
Thank you.
Rocking out with us, sharing your time on a fucking night. Shout out to everybody here, but for sure, you know it's not just myself. No, it's not just Doodle. No. Tonight is Friday night. We got the homies here.
Yes.
And we're going to rock out with them as we do. First off, shout out to our motherfucking homie. You know him well. That's right. It's motherfucking Mr. PSP himself. The Pony Slaying Papa. The motherfucking boy. Demo Flow Gaming. Welcome, my dude. Thank you for being here, my brother.
Hey, what's good, guys? Happy to be here again. Happy Friday. You already know we're back at it again. It's a beautiful day. Let's talk gaming. Shout out, to you guys. Shout out to chat. I see you down there, guys. And let's rock. Let's have a great night and let's have some fun.
Yes.
Let's get it.
Let's have some fun for sure. It's
Hell
definitely
yeah.
gonna be a fun night. It's definitely gonna be a fun night. But of course, it wouldn't be complete without the man himself. You know him well. That's right. He's the wise one.
Oh.
The author. The Patriot. The Pony Slaying. The Pony Batier Maker. It's our boy. Hargeisha D. Welcome, my dude. Thank you for being here, my brother. What's good, fam?
Yeah. So another week of fun. We'll get into the fun that we've had. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely a lot of stuff taking place. A lot of fun stuff going on. There's some
And we have Gamescom coming up.
Gamescom
All sorts of fun next week.
Finally,
yeah.
we saw the big list of stuff they're going to be talking about on Wednesday and Thursday, which is dope, very exciting. But the real question is what's popping off on Tuesday?
Oh.
All right, that's what we want to know. What are the surprises? What is going to be shown for the first time? I'm excited. Okay, I'm excited. So it's definitely going to be a fantastic week for sure. But we do go ahead and have some fun stuff to talk about. For instance, Battlefield 6. I got to tell you, rocked out the second weekend. Nah, Battlefield is gonna stay exactly where it's been. This shit ain't gonna go nowhere. It is exactly what it's gonna be. The best Battlefield game for Battlefield people for sure. But you choose whichever Battlefield game you thought was the best game. Go back to that time and remember how Call of Duty still slapped it up. That's not changing. So all those people who are hoping that Battlefield was gonna move on Call of Duty, I'm sorry, bro. I played that shit again this weekend. First weekend, I was like, all right, it's cool. I mean, it's all right. It's fine. I think it's good. And then I played it again this weekend, yesterday and today. And you know what I'm saying? It's fine. I'm so excited for the single player, but it's fine. And I gotta tell you, there is a subgroup of people now, not necessarily for the same reason. I guess people are picking and they're finding problems. They're finding problems that they don't like about it, which obviously that's always going to happen. So it's not necessarily the same as what I'm talking about, but still, it is losing some hype from a subset of people. We're going to talk about it for sure. And then we're going to talk about I don't know, one of our favorite fanboys. Weird flex. You know what I'm saying? This is why you can't be talking nice about people for too long, because then they start saying some dumb shit. So we're definitely going to talk about that. Resident Evil 9, I don't know if you guys heard. I don't know if it's good news or bad news, depending on who you're looking at, but the way that game's going to be supposedly is interesting. We got some interesting Black Ops 7 news. And then I do want to kind of end the show, and I think we're gonna hit the show, the time window. I think we're gonna hit it. Okay, I think we're gonna be on time today.
Okay.
We're gonna fucking bang shit out. It's gonna be a good time. You know what I'm saying? Not finger bang shit out. Just bang shit
Bang
out.
it
Like
out.
normal.
Okay.
Banging.
Okay. Got it. Thank you for clarifying.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
You got our boy. He's always ready with the finger bang.
Damn.
Oh my God. Oh yeah. It's a different world. It's a different world out here.
Are you
So
guys,
we're gonna talk a little
ready
Gamescom. Go
for
ahead.
next week?
For Gamescom?
Yes.
I'm fucking amped.
Yeah.
And
I know you're pumped.
And what's great is that it's Tuesday.
Yes.
So Gamescom is Tuesday. Boom, Tuesday night we're live. Fuck it up from all things Gamescom. If depending on what's going on, if you guys want to hop in on Tuesday to kind of get some bars off on what you see on the show, that's fine too. We'll definitely be here. So our Geetin demo, if you guys are available, you can definitely do that. But we'll be here. It's going to be awesome. And then Wednesday, Xbox is going. And
they're going in.
They're dropping their first day, and then Thursday they're dropping their second day. So we're gonna be able to talk about Wednesday and Thursday on Thursday show and Friday show. It's gonna be a good time, man. So definitely have some fun time ahead of us. That being said, before we get into any of that, we do have to shout out the homies who are live in the building with us, man. We appreciate each and every one of y'all for being here. But of course, we got to shout out our elite members. Wait, you know what's fucked up? I've been rocking the banner.
Oh, I know.
The banner is old, so people are getting double days.
Oh,
so
the banner's been rocking you.
It has been rocking me. It's okay. It's okay.
That was on you, see.
It was on me.
You let it happen.
Go ahead and I have to get rid of all this. Can't believe this entire time, like a fool. It's okay. All right, there we go. All right, so I do want to shout out all of our elite members over on YouTube. You got the brother Big Boy Mike, Dark Angelic, Queen Witch, and Coach Hooded Canuck.
Yes.
And then you have our inner circle members. We got our homie Big Maze Gaming, Pragmatic Eagle, and you see him here, Harky Chan. That's right. He's the man. Let's go ahead and finger blast him real quick. Gotta get him.
Harky, careful.
It's just what it is. It's just what it is. So shout out to you guys, man. Thank you for the support. Appreciate y'all. But of course, man, y'all know how we do here. You guys live in the building. You guys being here, supporting us in such a major way, man. And we appreciate each and every single one of you uniquely, individually.
Yes.
You're so special. That being said.
So very special.
Oh, so very special.
And you're all the same.
All the same, except that they can't be, because there are three among you who have risen above. Right?
Yes.
So three of you are looking down at the rest of them saying, damn, you wish you were as special as I. And why? Because those three who are looking up and you're looking up at them, you're saying, damn, you motherfuckers, how you get up there? Well, I'll tell you how they got here. Okay. How they get up there, how they rose above, how they got the magical powers to float from their ass up. Whoa. Until you do it, you'll never realize it. But it's because they were the first three people in the door. That's right. We put up the bat signal. They arrived immediately.
Let's go.
They said, the fuck I will not be in the top three. So they are the specials of the evening, the most important people in the world, just in this chat room and just on the banner that's scrolling and it's gonna be there forever until the show ends.
Yeah.
And then it'll be gone. And then you gotta make it
Till the end of time.
unless I do a fuck up and then you make it into the next show in the beginning
What
of
a
it
mess.
briefly.
See, how could you?
That being said, the real question is who are the top 3? Now, I gotta tell you, it was a close one.
Oh, we have a tight race.
People felt really sad for a moment.
Okay.
And I don't see it written. I'm just assuming the pain that came from what took place.
Yeah.
You'll see it when I get to it. But I'll start with number 3.
Oh,
Our first special of the evening. It's our motherfucking homie. Be Nice in the building.
Let's
That's right,
go.
Roberto Z. God damn it.
Yes.
Fucking thing. Be Nice. Am I calling you Be Nice? I'm calling you Roberto because I don't want to be like calling you Be Nice and people are like, who the fuck is Be Nice? There's no necessary Roberto. I don't want to be looking like I'm like I can't read and shit.
It's
right.
Roberto. Okay.
Roberto.
Right.
So listen, just let me know. But shout out to our boy Roberto Z. Be Nice in the building. Number 3. He's not fucking around. Now, number 2.
Oh, that's a special place.
Sad because they both thought they were number 1.
Oh,
but only one
that's messy. Was number 1.
Was actually number 1. And I don't know if they know that who's actually number 1.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go ahead and give
down.
you the correct information here right now. So the official number 2 in the building, our boy, our homie, our elite member.
Oh,
Dark and Jelly.
Let's go.
Shout out to him. This finger blast. Get a little bit of finger blast there, bro. Shit, we didn't finger blast fucking Be Nice. God
Be Nice,
damn.
get ready. Go ahead, baby.
Enjoy that, bro. Bro, he needs to get finger blasted. There's no way.
Yeah, listen. Finger blasting Friday.
Well, if you're gonna finger blast something, at least finger blast first the like button, and then go on.
Finger blast the like button. That's a good idea.
Guys,
we also got the finger blast emoji in the chat, so you can always join in on the finger blasting.
Let's go.
Oh man, shout out to our boy Dark and Jolly, man. Thank you so much, bro. Appreciate you. Homie. All right, now.
Oh, Ryort has a complaint. All right, the finger blasting button is too low. All right, so the sound is not coming through.
I know what took place. Hold on. Thank you for letting us know.
Ryort.
Because see, this is what happened.
CMoney letting us down.
Shit got. I don't know if this is gonna fuck up the sound.
Oh.
Is the sound bad or does it sound good?
Hit it.
Guys. Hargeet.
Tell us, can you hear
I can't hear it at all.
No,
I can hear
I'm
you guys.
Us. Just us.
Yeah, you guys are good. I can't hear you.
We're good. Okay. So now it's gonna be fixed.
Now go ahead and finger blast.
I got a finger blast on. Now it's perfect, right?
Oh, let's go.
So I know what happened because when everything reset, it fucked up my settings and I forgot. I was like, did I have this on or not? And I said, fuck it, let me turn it on, and that shit fucks shit up. So but at least I know. So now shout out to everybody. This is a universal finger bang.
Yay, me.
We got that finger blast.
He's
for everybody.
a tech. All right.
Out here solving the world's issues.
Problems. Thank you.
He is out here solving crises.
Yes.
Crises?
When it comes to only finger blasting crisis.
Only ones, I think. Only ones. Okay. But this is the real moment.
Tell us.
Who was actually number 1? Because I gotta do this to him. Dark Angelic did say first.
He did say it.
But he was second. So the question is, who in fact was number 1?
Oh.
And he is not shy about it.
Okay.
No. The best bot of the night.
Yes.
The first person who's in the building, they saw the bat signal, they saw On Point was live. They were like, I'm getting in that fucking bitch right now.
Oh, who? We need our owl.
Best bot of the night. I'll let his message do the talking. It's motherfucking Malcolm X-Lax. The king has returned.
Let's
He is
go.
not fucking around. Shout out. Finger. God damn, you
Get
don't
him.
gotta get a finger blast for that shit right there. Put the
I
finger blast
feel-
in the chat right now.
Put it in the chat,
Let
you
him know.
guys.
Let him know. Shout out our boy. All right. Let him know.
Finger blast the shit out of Malcolm X.
Wow, that was graphic. Okay.
That even rhymes.
Well, listen, not like that. Not like that, Malcolm.
The button. Just to be clear, finger blast the
Button.
button.
Get
So you
it.
can hear the air horns. Okay.
I
No, we gotta thank
feel-
Demo for those
listen.
words. It really has
I
taken a part of us.
yes, I
Yeah,
do
man.
feel though. This
I mean, based on all the
Yeah.
finger blasting, talking that you do, you must be into it.
I
the
mean, that's
kid
true.
has
Hey, just saying.
returned. I feel like he's been waiting
He
to
has
make
been
his
waiting.
entrance again.
He has
Like
been
he was
waiting.
like, let them play.
Mm,
You know what I mean?
You're saying that he was just standing there watching.
I'm getting those vibes.
saying, "Look
He
at
was
these
like,
clowns,
"Let me
thinking they're
let
gonna
them-"
take number one
Yeah,
forever."
yeah.
And he's like, "When I choose to, I could take it," and he took it.
I'm
Is
just
that what you're
saying. I'm
He
just
took
saying.
it. Malcolm X, like, shout out to you, best spot of the night, man. Let me go ahead and update this banner before I do some dumb shit and
Oh
forget.
my God. Yo,
I
he
can't
sent a
see.
message. You saw the message?
No, I can't see anything because I'm out here
Look,
trying to
look. Okay, I'll wait till you.
not blasting this hole when the X-Lax is loose. Wow. Wow.
That painted a picture
That's
and a half.
crazy picture.
That's wild.
That's a crazy picture right there.
Man.
Wow. Okay. That,
Oh.
all right. So Malcolm X Lax.
Let's go.
Number
The best
two is
spot
Dark
of
Angelic.
the
Best spot
night.
Shout out to our boy. All right. Dark Angelic and Be Nice. Technically, it's supposed to be a Roberto.
Roberto.
All right. I got that saved. We in business. Shout out to the specials of the evening.
Yes.
Shit. Thank you so much. All right, let's see our boy going for the double banger.
Oh.
Dark Angelic with that pop.
Oh,
$2 super chat, man. Appreciate you. Homie says, I nominate Reforge for POS of the week.
oh, damn.
This motherfucker's POS of the generation. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, he's locked in that mode. So much
The
so
MVP.
that, like, you can't, like, there's only so many times he's worth being talked about. Because I feel like at this point he's just doing it hoping that people are going to talk about him. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of the shit he be saying is just ridiculous. But let's get our boy Dark Angelic in here for first super chat of the night. He got the double banger so far.
Let's go.
For sure. All right. Then we got the homie Atticus in the building with that $2 super chat. Let's go ahead and hit with that 2-piece right there. He says, "Happy Finger Blasting Friday,
Let's
everyone."
go, baby.
Hashtag FBF Finger Blasting Friday. That's some
Let's
wild
go.
shit, bro. I gotta tell you, I don't know. I don't know if there's been any channel that has some Finger Blasting Friday shit going on, or just Finger Blasting in general. I don't think Finger Blasting has been on YouTube. I gotta tell you,
I
Demo.
don't
I think you
so.
brought. I mean, outside of I don't know some X-ray YouTube. I don't even know if they have that. But Demo. I don't know if you just casually thought of that idea to bring it up in that moment, or if you were sitting on it. You were saying you were like, I got the perfect thing to just blast on these bitches. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna bring something in that's gonna change the history of this show because it's just so fun to finger blast. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Just, I love it so much. It's finger blasting all day. You never get tired of it.
Maybe I should do like Nintendo. And you know what I mean? And it made it making my trademark and some shit. But like nobody can say finger blasting. Yeah. Nah, man. It's just like, you know, like sometimes when you say some stuff, it just come out of like, you know, in the moment, you know, based on the situation and all the conversations and stuff. And it just happens. And it just like, you know, the funniest shit. So, I mean, I hope I can come out with some fire shit like that again.
That was great, man.
Let's try.
That was great.
Yeah,
so shout out to you, homie. Shout out to you, homie. And we got our boy, goddamn. So Starkey Love Starkey, how you want it, bro? Are you Aaron Starks or Starkey Love? How you want me to say it? Either way, shout out to my boy Starkey Love. Officially biggest super chat of the night. He ain't fucking around.
Yes.
Just fucking finger blast the shit out of him again. You know what I'm saying? The button. You know, get it. You get. Come on, man. Think straight. He says, just now peeping what Hayden Sean Layden said about Game Pass. Mad because Xbox finger blasting gamers.
Oh.
24/7 on the 365.
24/7, 365. Keep Xbox name out his pony tooth mouth. Yo, you gotta shout out our boy for that one, bro. Oh my God, Starkey Love is not fucking around. Yo, I guess Xbox do be finger blasting his gamers like nonstop. You know what I'm saying? It's just like non-stop joy. You know, it's just what it is. It's happiness.
There's something about finger blasting, you know? Je ne sais quoi.
A little bit, right? Just can't quite put your finger on it.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Can't quite put your finger on it. I got that.
Oh, you have that one too?
You can't hear it, but I did it. You know what I'm saying? Starkey Love, thank you, my brother. Appreciate you, bro. Let me update this banner before I fuck around and find out.
Did you guys hear about his opinion on Game Pass? What we talked about it yesterday. Hargeet, what do you think?
Yeah, it's just Sean, right?
Yeah, do you remember what he said?
Sean,
he had quite a bit of fun things to say.
Wage
Right?
slaves.
Yes, which you saw my super chat or my member chat.
Like, yes,
we did.
I know he's not talking about wage slaves when he's working for Tencent.
Facts.
But okay, does Ubisoft have wage slaves? Is that what he's saying? Does EA have wage slaves? I guess they do. And isn't there somebody else who has a subscription service? Wait, I'm pretty sure I've heard. Is it PlayStation? Does PlayStation have a subscription?
I'm not sure.
Oh,
not sure.
Oh, wait. I'm pretty sure they do.
Yeah.
Does that mean like all the PlayStation employees are all wage slaves? Is that what he's saying? Oh,
I think so. I think so. He's pretty fucking cracked, yo. He's pretty cracked.
Apparently, he doesn't listen to his ex company because they're looking to expand PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium by putting in, that's right, day and date games from third parties. Well, I guess that wage slavery stuff is just going to keep going on. I don't know what's going on.
The new way. It's the new way. I guess. The new way.
Seriously, though. That's why.
Oh my God. How do people say these kind of things? Seriously. Does he not like realize how effed up it is to say that when you work for a Chinese conglomerate? Like, does he have no like any potential to understand where he is and what he's saying? Like, really? Okay. Dude, like a KKK member saying you're discriminatory. Really? Really? Oh, really?
How so? How so?
Really?
Oh my God.
That was a great analogy, Hargeet. That was good.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Brilliant.
That's pretty wild.
I look, he does know the industry, fair enough, but I gotta say, this seems like he's really just kind of salty. That's what it seems like. Because I'm not sure how many people really are saying that it's the end of gaming. So many people are actually kind of happy that it exists. Now, is the development side of it great? No, the development side of it was getting to be horrible to begin with. It doesn't matter if Game Pass existed. It was just going to be this way. That's just the way it is. And let's also just take into account, he has several of those black hole games in his conglomerate. That's the thing that's driving the changes in the gaming world. It's not just, Game Pass. It's the fact that people want to play freaking Fortnite, or the ones that he owns in Riot Games with League of Legends, and what's the game that they have with Riot? Whatever. Anyways,
Valorant.
Yeah, Valorant. Right. Those games are the ones that take up all the time. Right. So I don't know what the heck these guys are like. Whatever. And he knows this. Come on, he knows this. He knows this. Like, what is he smoking? Like, come on. Like, it's obvious bullshit. Like, get out of here. Yeah, wage slaves. Give me a break. Like, people who say those kind of things, they have no idea what slavery really is, because they're like, you're getting paid and you can walk away from that job at any time.
Yep.
Nothing says you got to come into that job except you. You choose to work there. That's your choice. Slaves don't have a choice.
Mm-hmm.
This is a bullshit statement. It's such a bullshit statement. And China has that kind of problem. They tell people what to do, and you will do it, or you see your family there. Goodbye. So that's how it works. And then you're going to say that kind of shit. Get out of here. Seriously. Wow. How ridiculous.
Yeah.
The guy is just off his rocker. What the heck is he talking about? And that is just crazy.
Yeah, it makes no sense. It's pretty outlandish shit that he was saying for no fucking reason. But
well, because he's being salty. It's just being salty.
Yeah.
Like honestly, it's like what's his name? The Xbox dude,
Mike Ibarra.
Yeah.
Ibarra.
Oh.
Yes.
The king of salt.
Salty bitch. Just stop. Grow up. Oh my goodness. Stop
Salty bitch. I want that clip. I would love that. Salty bitch.
Seriously.
Salty.
Somebody
bitch.
You're a
that
CEO
shit.
level person, and this is how you behave. Really? Come on.
Yeah,
You
it's
see
pretty bad.
Shohei Yoshida saying that? Wage slaves? No, he doesn't like Xbox either. Come on. He's diehard. But what did he put out there? Xbox sucks.
He did
It's
put
just
Xbox socks out there.
Exactly.
He did.
Like, whatever, dude. Like, you don't have to be this way. This is gaming, for fuck's sake. Jesus.
Facts.
It's not that
Big
serious, right?
Exactly.
Agreed. 100%.
My
Devil, what
God.
do you think, man?
Oh man, I can't really think nothing of somebody who say that the best way that you can fix the gaming industry is by raising the prices of video games.
Yeah, I know
Like,
you saw that.
I know Hargi, gave him some props saying that he understands the industry. Yeah, that's right. You understand all this bullshit. You got a diploma. Who gives a fuck? You don't understand gamers, period. Point blank. It is what you don't understand gamers. Gamers don't want more expensive games. Gamers, want accessible games that they can play. And because, like, let's keep it real, gaming is a hobby, and it's something that you don't want to keep on playing the same game forever. You want new shit. You know what I'm saying? So if the new stuff that's coming out is super expensive and people can't afford, like, how is that makes it a better for the hobby? You know what I'm saying? It's like, being in a hobby of racing cars and asking for the parts to become more expensive, gas become more expensive, and then you into racing cars. Like, are you like, it doesn't really make sense. So yeah, I mean, it's super out of touch. He hasn't done anything lately. There's a reason why he's not working at PlayStation. And the reason
he got
is
tossed
like
out of
it
PlayStation.
was up to him. PlayStation would have gone to shit a long ass time ago. So yeah, Sean Layden, bro, like, chill, man, fall back, enjoy your lavish life with that Chinese money, and and shut the fuck up, like, literally. That's what it is. That's it. There you go.
Yeah, I
That's
feel
what
that.
I think. Yeah.
You know, it had to come around, right? Game Pass. It's the end of gaming.
Oh,
It's
there,
not
yeah.
profitable. It's
Yeah.
like every freaking few months, you just have the same bullshit narrative has to come around.
Cycle.
It's because they want to compare, they love to compare Xbox to PlayStation, the Nintendo, and all of these things, right? Like, and it's normal, right? Normal human behavior, of course, to compare things to see whether they're good or bad. We, of course, are going to have different groups of different people who enjoy different things, who can agree or disagree on certain products, right? But when it comes to gaming, dude, it's like, and when it comes to comparing what Microsoft is doing in the gaming space compared to what Sony is doing in the gaming space, comparing Game Pass to PS Plus is like, comparing Mike Tyson to my baby. Literally, like,
Compare my test to my baby.
and this is true.
That's wild.
This is true. The fact that you getting on your service day one, where you can argue, right, that the games are good or better or this, but you're getting new stuff. Like it's always gonna be more flavorful than getting some rancid ass 8-7-year-old Spider-Man game that everybody's supposed to play because, according to you, right? Sony PlayStation fanboys and fans, they love supporting the devs and buying every copy twice. Yeah, I don't understand where is all that coming from. Like, I don't really get it. They try to, like, literally, PS Plus is nothing compared to Game Pass. Yet there's value in that service. I'm not denying that there might be some good stuff in there. What I'm trying to say is like you can't compare old shit to new shit. New shit is always gonna be new shit. It's always gonna be the new stuff, and there's really no comparison. Like the only way that they can compete, and I said it in my past video, it is like, can Sony PlayStation score these third-party deals that they do and put them on PS Plus? That's the only way that they can, because you cannot even count on their first party being put on PS Plus. But at least these third-party deals, like, honor your people, right? Honor your service that you've been raising the prices of PS Plus for a long time. And they haven't seen the fruit of, you know what I mean, of those prices being raised yet. So you might as well go ahead and give it something of value, given, what is it like? What is this game coming with the sword? Not Gozo Yote. I know they're not gonna do that. But the other one, what is it? That is a mobile game that is with the sword, Phantom Blade something. What? Put them on PS Plus.
Oh, Phantom Blade Zero.
Put that. Like, let's see if you have the balls, right, to offer something of value to your people. Let's see that, Sony, please. And also you can even compare, because Game Pass is on the phones, Game Pass is on the PC, Game Pass is accessible through a fucking a virtual reality headset, like, Game Pass is accessible to even to a fridge. If you have a fridge with an app, you can literally play Game Pass there. So what I'm trying to say is, like, PS Plus is only available on PlayStation. There's literally nobody else who can access that. And look, that's where all the value goes to shit. Because let's say PS Plus goes on PC, right? They do their own little launcher in which they ask you you have to make your Sony PlayStation account, all of that, right? And let's say they added and put it everywhere, just like Game Pass is. And then they start adding these third-party deals that they do into day one. Now we can start competing with Game Pass. And now because you are playing in the same pitch, in the same terrain, in the same field, right? But until then, you just, available on one certain plastic box, and that's it. That's like that artist who's local. That's like freaking, I don't know, like Trick Daddy. Amazing. We'll always hit him the 305. Trick Daddy is a legend here in Miami, right? But you go out there, who the fuck is it's Trick Daddy? Like, what song does he sing? Like, nobody will know who it is. He's a local legend. That's what Sony PlayStation is, until they decide to grow up and be everywhere like everybody else and stop being so stubborn. That's it. That's all I gotta say about it. Yep.
Yeah, it's really a wild scenario. It really is. And to think that Sean Layden is trying to act as if this is an Xbox thing and PlayStation is not doing it or whatever, it's just being oblivious to it is disingenuous, right? Like, it's bullshit.
Yeah.
We have Starkey Love back with another $5 which I appreciate you, my brother. He says Game Pass haters talk like, 1, Game Pass is free. 2, devs don't get paid for their game. 3, the game isn't on sale other places. 4, folk cancel Game Pass immediately.
Mm-hmm.
It really is crazy. Like, obviously, like when I talk about oh, we're getting this game for free, right? It's with the understanding that most people who are listening to the words that are coming out of my mouth understand that Game Pass has a subscription cost to it, right? But it's a fixed cost that's already accounted for. So it's already gone from my mind, right? Every month is going to come out, every month is paid for, and it's done. And then whatever comes out, every time I see a new thing pop up, that new thing is free to me. But I'm still paying for the service, right? It
wasn't there, it's there now, right? Exactly. It's been added on. It's a part of something you already pay for, regardless, when it comes to, when it comes to us. Because like he says, they think that folks cancel Game Pass immediately, right? So
yeah,
that's not what happens. Game Pass is not free.
It's not.
It's the best deal out there when it comes to gaming subscriptions. And yeah, these devs are getting paid. The ones that are making the games for that are going into Game Pass, those third-party deals, everyone's getting paid. If not, they wouldn't do it.
Agreed. Yeah, I mean, and that's the biggest thing, right? They actually get the opportunity to make more money because if their game is successful, they're going to get all the sales and the bag.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And the bag. If their game is not successful, at least they got the bag. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, I mean, you know, we saw the news about Firebreak, right, from Remedy, and they're not happy. It didn't do well. They put it on both services, right?
Mm-hmm.
That, I think, honestly, after seeing this, I think that's the dumb move. I think that's the move that fucks shit up. I don't think you could be on both services.
Yeah.
Like, the point is that you use one service to give the word of mouth, and then the other people on the other platforms are still going to look at that game and buy it if the hype is real. If you're giving it to everybody,
server works as marketing, right? So
exactly.
The whole point is not to get everyone on that service, is to get, you know, those that don't have it to go ahead and buy. But you can't do it on both platforms. You want to leave one open. Yeah.
I wanted to say, like, you know, I mean, yeah, I get what you're saying, but at the end of the day, like, who cares? It's the same shit with games like that go to one platform or the other one. Like, it doesn't make any difference to me. Like, if you're gonna get that service, you're gonna get it, and that's it. Like, I mean, it'll be kind of like, I don't know, like ridiculous to think that this is gonna continue to go on, you know, in this service, right? In like the competition in this way, and I think the competition has to go towards more value. But I mean, how can I explain it? It's like it doesn't bother me when, you know, people can watch, like I have Netflix, right? And when people can watch something in, you know, for example, on Peacock, you know, like it doesn't really matter to me. It doesn't really, like, I feel like it goes too far sometimes. And look at, here's this thing: Sony PlayStation, for example, and the PS Plus, like they added Resident Evil, I think it's 3, from the original PlayStation, but you cannot buy these games. You know what I'm saying? You cannot buy these games individually.
Those are subscription only. Actually, those are the first subscription only games.
Yep.
People were talking shit about Xbox making subscription only games, but every game you could buy, every game that's on Game Pass can be purchased. These two games are not purchasable. So technically, PlayStation is the one that's now taking this idea and running with it, where it's like, oh yeah,
that wasn't the idea.
These games, you got to go and fucking buy it. But I think the thing is that when I was talking about this, I'm not talking about, you know, I'm upset that the game got released on another service.
Yeah.
I'm saying for them, for the studio, if you're giving it to both sides, then where's the purchase, you know, like where's the purchase going to come from? Right? So the point is like Xbox is so dope because you put your game there, people play it, people buy it, and then the other side will look at it and be like, oh shit, that's a good game because Xbox people are talking well about it. I'll go buy it on my PlayStation. I feel like on that side, like PlayStation Plus, since, what was it, like Rocket League, or maybe the what's that cartoon stabby one? That you it's real 2D. I think Epic bought them too. It's like a trick. You have to find out who's the killer on the plane, on the spaceship or whatever.
Among Us.
Among Us. Okay.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, I think that came to PlayStation Plus. If I'm not mistaken,
it did.
And I think, and that was, I think that, you know, was like got popular from there.
Yeah.
But I think so. Like, unfortunately, I think the days of you putting your game on PlayStation Plus and it becoming popular are long gone. I think most people forget about PlayStation Plus because it's so irrelevant most of the time. You know what I'm saying? So like the one time a game comes out there day and date, like people are not expecting it. People don't really pay attention to it like that. And they're like,
now,
oh, I'm not going to go subscribe for this one game. You know what I'm saying?
They also have a deal, like when the games go into their subscription service, like can you buy them at 20% off?
No, they don't get
They
not on
don't do
PlayStation.
that. They
No,
don't have that perk.
no, but I also think they get less money. So I think I'm sure Xbox has like a hey, if you put it only on Game Pass, we'll do X, Y, and Z
Yeah.
as far as subscription
That
service.
also kind of lures the players in if they are into the game to go ahead and buy it, right?
Yeah, exactly. If you just put it in there.
Hold on,
it's
I
like-
wanted to add something because do you guys think that the game failed because it was put in both services, or it just wasn't good enough? Because I did play it and it was like decent, sort of.
Yeah, so we reviewed it, and I played it, and I thought it was. By the time I was done with it, right? Like by the time I had played it for a while, I felt like it was a great game. Like I felt really good playing it because I started getting used to it, like understanding what was happening, got into the rhythm of the game, and I really liked it. Which is not, outside of reviewing a game, that's not the way I play, right? Like if it's a slow start, I'm normally out, right? Like I don't really have patience for that shit. But because I'm reviewing the game, I'm sticking with it. I'm going to play it. And I ended up really liking it, so I gave it a good score. I thought it was a pretty great game. But again, when you hear, when you're reviewing the game, you're not thinking about what's going to sell or not going to sell. Like that's not,
of course,
the problem. Like I don't give a fuck if it's sold or not. I thought it was a great game as I was playing it. I was happy with it. But like he mentions in the talk that it's because of the slow start and that it's a bit confusing, right? And yeah, I experienced that when I did play the game. But I mean, I don't know. I felt like it was good, but it's also, I think right when we first saw it though, like if we're real, right? When we first saw the announcement for that shit, we were like, what the really? Like Remedy, the people who make amazing single player games that sadly don't sell much of shit, right? Which sucks because they make phenomenal single player games, right? But you are gonna go and you're making an extraction type shooter. Like why? Like who's asking for that, right? So that becomes like a dilemma because like I'm reviewing the game and like I'm taking it for what it is and not thinking about its position in gaming because it's not fair, right? The game has to stand on its own, and then what the market is going to do is up to them. But like, you gotta know, like in the back of your mind, you're like, man, like what about this game is going to take anybody away from where their favorite game is right now? You know what I'm saying? Like that's the bar you have to look at, right? When you're making any type of live service game, regardless of what it is, you got to say which category is my game going to fall into, and is it going to be able to take away from the top people who are in that market already? Because as sad as it is, right? Because we hear the numbers and we're like, man, there's enough to go around, right? Like a lot of people can play a lot of different games. And that's true to an extent, but not like for live service. I just don't think it is. I think most people just gravitate to what they want. They might go and dabble, but then going forward, they're gonna go back. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna go back. They're not gonna go ahead and stick with it. So
you always got that one game, that one main game that you pick, and that's the one that you continue to go back and forth. Like for example, I know you guys love Fortnite. You guys might go and sort of like test the waters in other games and sort of like explore. But at the end of the day, when it's time to go ahead and have fun and turn your Xbox on a Saturday night, that's where you be. That's your block. That's where you live. And it is Fortnite for you guys. For other people like me, it's games like Call of Duty, Gears, Halo. I live in any of those games, Mortal Kombat, FIFA. It just depends on the season and the period of life that I'm living. And it's just hard because it's my comfort zone. It's like, I can always go back and feel like, this is the shit that I really, really, really enjoy playing. and I don't really have to be looking for nothing else. It's like, it's like I, it's crazy because it's just like unfair to the rest of the other good games out there that that deserve definitely to be in the conversation. But going back to the game that we're talking about, I think that, like you guys said, you guys gave it a good score. You thought it was really good. I thought it was decent, but a lot of people thought that it was shit. And that was like, part of the conversation online that we've seen. And a lot of people didn't really enjoy that. And like you said, like Remedy, they know how to whatchamacallit, how to make good games, but they don't really know how to sell themselves too much. They don't really get popular. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Maybe just walk on.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'll be
No, that's okay. That's all right. No, and I get what you're saying. Like a lot of people did think it, but I guess my point is that I probably would have felt the same had I been playing it outside of a review, and I was just hopping into a game and played it for a little while and was like, all right, I'm done with this, right? Like I wouldn't have
Meaning
stuck
you wouldn't
with it
have invested the time to go ahead and see it through
to see what
if
they
it got to a
actually
place
cooked
where
with.
you enjoyed
You know what I'm
it.
saying?
Yes, right. Because you were doing the review, you said, okay, well, let's go ahead and play the freaking game and see if it gets there. So it got there, which is great.
It did get there.
But the problem is the time and to invest playing something that you are hoping that will get somewhere where you're going to enjoy it. No one has the time for that. Or, I mean, a lot of people don't. So there are so many games out there. It's like on to the next.
And the sad thing is that word of mouth is the one that's going to spread fastest, right? So it's the people who don't invest much time in the game who are going to be tired with it or annoyed with it and keep it moving, right? Like that's the thing, right? Like there's people who love Death Stranding. I can't do it, right? But is it because I can't do it, or because I'm not willing to give it the time to just push through and get to this oasis supposedly that exists out there when you spend 48 years of your life playing the game, right?
Yeah.
Maybe it could be one of my favorite games ever if I was able to go ahead and get through it. The problem is that I don't enjoy the experience enough to move past that first stage, that first part of it where it's like, no, I don't want to keep doing this. So that is a big problem, which goes into other discussions where you start talking about how hard games are, right? And whether or not there should be, like some of these games that try to be, make things really difficult.
And people stop playing them.
Should you find ways to make
the balance
easier, right? So that people can experience more of your game or not stop earlier, right? We did that. What was that game that we talked about that they had
I remember.
They had a mode that they turned it to easy and people rather turn off the game.
Rather quit
and not play it. Like what?
Who was that? Liza P?
Was it Liza P? I think it was Liza P. Maybe it was Liza P or it was one, I forget. We just talked about it not too long ago on the show that they had a change. I think it was Liza P for the expansion.
DLC. Yeah, DLC
or whatever.
Easier
that they
mode.
changed easy to normal. So it's normal is actually the easy mode, but they changed the name to normal so that people wouldn't think they were playing an easy mode, which is people are fucking cracked.
It really is.
People
you're
are
quitting
really
anyways because you can't do it.
Facts. I gotta get this real quick here because this was a dope ass slap. Where'd it go? The fuck am I cracked out? Did it disappear? Oh, right here. Queen Wish. She says so many games, so little time. Said no ponies. Said no ponies ever. That's hilarious. Oh my god. But yeah, this is it's wild. It's wild. Like it's just crazy. So I do feel bad. I feel bad for that. But look, at the end of the day, man, like you got to make a compelling game. And it has to be, you got to get that hook. Don't make games that you're expecting people to just say, well, I bought the game, so I'm going to stick with it. Because that's not the case, man. People will just bounce off your game if they don't like it. the vast majority. I mean, you could tell by like if you ever playing on Xbox and get like an achievement, right? And games that you think are popular, right? You go like a few levels in, and all of a sudden you're getting rare achievements.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like games that you think people would have beaten or people would have played all the way through got rare achievements like within the first few hours and shit. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's because it's just there's too much available. And like you said, Demo, like if you go and you're like, I'm not into this, let me go play my comfort, because again, at the end of the day, there's only so much time in the day, right? And always remember, this is a hobby, not a job.
Yep.
Right? You love to play games because you love what it does for you. So when you want to go and say, all right, do I want to go bump my head against the wall in this game that's annoying me right now, or go play this game that I love and I know I'm gonna have some fun shooting some shit up like Call of Duty or Fortnite or whatever? It's like, yeah, maybe I'll go do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is kind of is what it is.
Yeah.
That being said, let's get our boy Abdel in the building.
Let's go.
Hoot, what's up, I'm dude? Says, guys, I enjoyed y'all review of Demon Slayer 2. Thank you. Shout out to you, Abdel. I'm gonna hit you with a little finger blast right there.
Madman and
because that's
Purpleberry.
exactly that's Madman and Purpleberry joint. They played the game, they beat the game, they reviewed the game, they wrote the game, recorded. Wrote the review, recorded the review, did everything.
The edit as well.
Everything was done.
The review.
They did a great job.
They did.
So
proud
it's
of them.
they did a great job. So thank you for that. I appreciate it, and I will let them know.
Abdel.
But he says, guys, I enjoyed y'all review of Demon Slayer 2. Bought the game yesterday for Xbox. Looking forward to the Mugen Tower movie in cinema. They are pumped for that movie.
They are. It actually, like, the preview sold out. Like in I think they said 2 minutes, and then like the website shut down because so many people came in. So
100%.
Everybody's hyped for it.
Mr. Kima brings up a good point. Says, don't forget Apple Arcade subscription service is much bigger than the Xbox Game Pass. Yeah, I mean, Apple Arcade is huge. It's also $5, right? Isn't that what it costs? $5.
I think it is, and it's also part of like the Apple package.
You get. Yeah, if you buy the package, you can get it. I have Apple Arcade still. I'm pretty sure it's $5. So the only thing of that is, like, I don't know how much more it has. I'm sure it has
$7 a month.
It's $7.
$7 a month or $50 a year.
I hope I'm paying $50 a year. The fuck am I doing? I gotta check my subscriptions. Well, either way, so you figure $50 a year. You know, Xbox is essentially getting almost 5 times that. So the question is do they have 5 times the subscribers? I don't know. You know, that's kind of might be interesting to look at, but it's definitely big, right? Apple Arcade. And you know, with the news, actually, I was thinking about this. I forgot to put it on here, but I did want to talk about it with you guys here as well. The news that Xbox is making it possible to download games over ARM. Do you know?
Yes.
The ARM processors or whatever it is. I forget. We talked about it yesterday. So like,
it's just
some shit can now download games instead of cloud only.
Wow.
Yeah, whatever games actually run on ARM, right? They're gonna announce at least.
But they're also building a layer, sort of like
already
with
been
Valve.
there.
Huh?
It's already been there. So they, like, with the latest versions of Windows, you can run Win32 and Win64 apps on ARM-based devices. So you can run games. They just may not perform that great. But
but I think they're specifically making they're working on some software to bridge that gap more, so that, you know, more games can run on the ARM processor. So you know, coming into Gamescom, coming into the handheld, start thinking about everything else, and you know, you start thinking about Apple and, you know, Android devices, right? And there's you know, it can run on ARM, and it's like, well, are we looking at that future where Xbox is going to be able to be like, hey, grab your phone, download the game, and run it natively, instead of going ahead and putting it through the cloud.
It's gonna happen.
And these are not
Or-
separate versions, right? This is the same version of the game. It's just if that game works on
it's
it.
compiled for Windows, but yeah, it's an ARM version of it. But either way, it can be portable enough to be an Android thing. But again, that makes it available on your Android TV, because that's also an ARM-based device that just happens to have a lower power version of an ARM core, system on chip. So, and that's what I've been saying is like, okay, cloud's nice, but when your TV can run that game, why wouldn't it just be convenient to just run it on your bloody TV? Why wouldn't you just do that?
I mean, that would be the ultimate step, right? But you're gonna need some power in that TV, and that's gonna be
It already has a lot. I mean, your current TVs are probably a little bit more than a 360 at this point. So,
or like an Xbox 360.
Yeah. Because I mean, how else do you think you're running Netflix? How do you think you're running? Those all require an ARM processor with graphics capabilities. So that's all there. It's already all there.
So a few more generations.
That's what I've been saying. Is like in 20 years, your TV will be so like performant that it'll make an Xbox Series X look like garbage. But that's just the way it is, right? That's just technology. It just keeps advancing, right?
Yep.
So it's like, okay, at what point is it good enough? At what point do you say, hey, I don't want to spend the money on buying a console, but my TV, I just pair my controller, or I use it in cloud, or I can just run it natively on my TV. At what point will it just be like, I'll just run it on my TV, right? Here's
and
like
also it could just be scaled down, right? So you're still in that same scenario where if you want like,
and it's like
the best experience, you go buy the box. But if you just want like the lowest quality version of it, but still able to access it, like fucking who cares?
Whatever, right? Exactly. It's gonna be interesting times going forward, right? So
100%. Oh shit. Oh motherfucking homie. Spartan 661.
Oh,
that reminds me. But go ahead, finish this first.
No problem. Spartan 661 officially has gifted 20 all point for game membership. Finger blast that man right there, bro. Come on, man. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you, my brother. Shout out to the homie. Y'all know what to do.
Tell him, baby.
Put the motherfucker welcome to the family emoji in the chat. Welcome our newest members. And then, of course, you got to put the motherfucking finger blast emojis in there for our boy Spartan 661. Let him know that you appreciate this, man.
Yes.
Gifting out here like a boss. Thank you, sir.
Appreciate
you, my brother. Very, very, very kind of you. You are officially in the banner. That's right. We're going to go ahead, put you here. You get a little Spartan 661. There you go. Got 20 gifted. Beautiful. Thank you, sir. Appreciate. God damn it.
So yeah, the thing I was gonna bring up is, remember last time I did the 250, right? And then apparently it was too much for it to handle, so it refunded one of the 50. So there's the refunded 50.
Well, I appreciate you, my brother. He broke YouTube. I told you he broke YouTube. Well, shout out to boy, fucking Harky Johnny.
Let's go. Get ready, Harky.
Oh, boy, for gamers, finger blast that man. Finger blast that man, bro. Let him know. Listen, y'all know what to do.
Tell him, baby.
Put the motherfucking welcome to the family emoji in the chat. Welcome our newest members, man. Appreciate each and every one of y'all. And of course, put the finger blast emoji in the chat for our boy, Harky Johnny. Let him know. Let him know that you appreciate him with a little finger tap. You know what I'm saying? Finger tappity tap. Finger blast that man. Hit him. Pop, pop, pop. Appreciate you, brother.
So let's hope this time it actually works. And actually, I haven't seen anything get assigned yet, but we'll
I feel
see.
like no one got any. Nobody's getting any of these chats. You see them? Where are they?
I know, right?
Not even Spartan's initial 20.
Really?
Like three. Look at that. 1, 2, 3 people.
That's wild.
Y'all broke it, yo. Y'all broke it.
Broken.
Shit. That's hilarious. Well,
wild.
Listen, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. It'll go through at some point. That being said, you guys are not alone. Our boy, motherfucker, Ryu Gaming.
No!
Back with another 20.
Said, I'm not staying out of this.
He said, I need that finger blast, baby. I feel you know what you want. You know, I got you.
I'll give you what you want.
Shout out to our boy Ryu Gaming. Y'all know what to do.
Tell him, baby.
Put that motherfucking welcome to the family emoji in the chat. Welcome our newest members. And of course, you need to finger blast the shit out of Ryu Gaming, baby. Put those finger blast emojis in the chat. Let him know where we at with him. You know what I'm saying? Let Ryu know what you feel about him. All right? Let's get it. Let's get it, yo. Oh man, y'all wallet. All right, I gotta update this better because y'all wallet.
So I think everybody needs to like turn it on in the chat, turn on like gifting or whatever, because nobody's getting any.
See if you have to do the like turn it on and off or something. Like, I don't know, flick it real good. You know what I'm saying? Give it a good flick. Okay. Oh man, sorry. 50 did. There we go. And then got Ryu are over here. Ryu are gaming. 20 gifted. All right, there we go. Appreciate you guys. Very, very much so.
Thank you guys so much.
You guys are awesome. You got the homie. Listen, Broke Boy, Starkey Love changed his name.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yes, I was gonna point that out.
He changed it.
You can fix it.
You can fix it. Do the go in there wherever your settings are. Change your name to Broke Boy, bro. Fuck this Willa.
I like it better.
You like this one better?
Yeah.
The Willa. Yeah, because you like the Willa. Yeah. Of course you do. Of course. He says with that $2 super chat, I appreciate you, brother. Read off those 70 gifted nemesis. Money. He does. I think he does like it this way.
Yeah.
I'll be back 22 TH. With that $2 super chat says again.
You know what he wants.
Just know. I know what you want. You want a little finger blast too, bro. I got you. You ain't getting left out. Give motherfucker back 22 TH some finger blast in the chat.
Let's finger blast him.
Finger blast him right now. Let him know how much you feel about him right now. Go ahead. Give him a little love. Give him a little love tap. You know what I'm saying? Give him a little love tap in there. There you go. Right, you are. You getting away.
Oh my God. He's like, no.
Oh my God.
Enjoy, Mac.
Now you can think about that while you sleep.
Oh.
You know Not to sip. Oh my God. Oh Jesus. All right. Okay, well, I think we're past saying everybody's name. Okay, so I think you know if you're here already. Appreciate y'all. You're the shit. We are gonna get to. I think it's gonna be definitely a shorter one, but didn't make the cut. There's still certain things I want to talk about before we hop into the topics. Let me get my wallet, yo. Oh shit. Ah damn. Money Mac fingers. G maybe in the building. All right.
CEO.
Night shift.
COG.
Oh shit. Night shift. All right. So let's go ahead and take this chapter here. Well, it's not chapter. It's not chapter. Let's not get it twisted. This is that special segment. Did it make the cut? If you don't know what didn't make the cut is, very simple. Every show we go through the news and we select some topics that we consider to be a little more worth a discussion, and it makes our topic list. But there's a bunch of other pieces of news that come out that do not make the list. They just don't. They're fine pieces of information, but nothing that we're gonna necessarily have a deep discussion about. So we now have our moment, our segment that we call Didn't Make the Cut. So what didn't make the cut? It's a good question. I will tell you right now what is the first thing that did not make the cut. The first piece of news. Okay. I don't know if any of you guys remember a game on PlayStation called The Last Guardian. Do you remember that?
Yo,
Do you remember like
I
Ico and Shadow of the Colossus? Right. Okay. So they went ahead and they made The Last Guardian, which went from like keeping a human safe to like keeping a big ass pet dog, bird, cat, man, some shit, whatever. It's a big ass creature. Okay. And it turned into a game, and it took like 10 years to make that game. And it took me all of 10 minutes to stop playing it.
I finished it, but yeah.
Did you?
I remember.
I couldn't with the bird dog, man. Like it's just it was just not my flavor. You know what I'm saying? Times have changed. Maybe if I went back now, like this CMoney, maybe I might give a more of a shot.
Unlikely. Like, if you didn't like it back then, like we just have too many games. You're basically just going to play the ones that like this one keeps my attention. You win. That's just the way it is now.
Exactly. That's just what it is. So yeah. Well, anyway, that game. What year did that? Like,
that was a while ago, man. I can tell you when it came out because I can tell you when I finished it.
Let's get the actual release year of this game.
2016.
2016.
Yeah.
Okay. So almost 10 years. And it will be 10 years.
December 6th, 2016.
December 6th, 2016. So almost 10 years will be 10 years before this happens, which is crazy because it took 10 years to make the game to begin with. 10 years after that, breaking news, a film adaptation of Famitsu Ueda's The Last Guardian is in the works at Sony Pictures and PlayStation Productions. God damn.
Wow. Okay.
I really hope Madman doesn't say he wants to watch this. He'd be liking all those, I don't know. Niche movies and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Last Guardian. It's gonna be a movie. Or at least starting out as one, it might get cut. You know what I'm saying?
Might not make the cut.
might not make the cut. Might not make the cut. Once they build this fucking big ass bird dog, or they make it in CG, they're gonna be like,
wild.
This shit looks like
guys.
trash.
If you have not seen it, go check it out. Like it's like it's not a dragon. It's not a dog.
It's just like this ugly amalgamation.
It's
supposed to be
monkey
like
from the side a little bit. I don't know what the fuck
I don't know.
is.
It's supposed to be like your pet that just follows you, but also gets mad at you. So like you don't control it. But if it likes you or if it's happy with you, it'll do what you want it to do. Sometimes I think even if it's happy with you, it might still be like, go fuck yourself. I'm not doing that shit. But and then if it's pissed off at you, for sure it won't do what you want. So
yeah, like a wife. Okay, great.
Oh shit!
Oh wow!
Oh my gosh!
Wow, demo!
What the
God dang!
Like a pet, okay?
That's wild.
You gotta get that chancleta.
But it's
How
true.
How did you get your girlfriend? Like how?
Entrapment.
Yeah, like how did that happen, bro?
Yo,
wow.
I still feel like one day we're gonna see a chancla come from because you can't see her background. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
She's not here right now. She's not here right now. She's in the living room.
Oh, she's not here. She can't hear it. She can't hear it.
Of course, I wouldn't say that in front of her. Like, are you guys tripping?
That's crazy.
That's real crazy.
Wow.
That's real crazy.
So now, Doodle, what you need to do is befriend
He said not the
his
truth.
girlfriend, and every time he says something stupid, clip it and send it to her.
Just send it.
So you guys are gonna snitch on me, huh?
Wow. Has no
On a public YouTube channel, buddy.
Has a
You know, like somebody somewhere can see this shit.
Yeah.
Yo, you see what your man said about
Gosh
you?
dang.
Oh shit. That's wild.
Oh my God. Look at G Baby. Wow, G Baby, not you. Not you.
Wow.
Preach them. I have my
earbuds in. Oh shit.
Wow.
Yo.
Damn.
G Maybe's about to get it too. he doesn't realize that it's not on. You know what I'm saying? He thinks like he has it in his ear, but it's still on the south side sound too.
Oh my
She
god.
gonna be like, what did you agree with? Chancla, bácate. Black eyed shit.
Oh man.
Oh man, y'all wildin'.
That's crazy.
But yes, the the disobedient wife simulator, The Last Guardian, as per demo. Yeah, it's getting a movie. So that's it. I don't know. That's just wild to me. 10 years later, like who the fuck? Like, did it sell that well? Like, did
I don't
people
think
actually give a shit about?
They
this
just
shit?
want to go ahead and turn everything.
They're just digging through all their IP and shit.
Yes, I think that they're just seeing what may work, right, and just add it to that library, because it would be crazy if this is how they felt about gaming, right? If they just wanted to have a broad variety.
Yeah.
So they're taking different stands with both. So I don't know. They'll be a lot more successful in gaming if they went ahead and treated it the way that they are.
Well, I think the problem is in their mind is that they used to do that. They used to make small quirky games like The Last Guardian, and then nobody gave a fuck about it. And the problem is that their business model fucks them over because they need people to buy the game, right? Whereas Xbox, their subscription model changes everything for them because it's less about I want somebody to buy this game, and it turns into, yes, people will buy it, great, but coming in the Game Pass, it'll still help keep people subscribed, right? Which is the idea, right? So games going in free, you give the game a different like outlook, right? You know, you have 30 something million people who are going to be able to sit there and be like, I'll try it. You know what I'm saying? Just download it and see if it's good. And if it's good, it can get that word of mouth marketing and go further. But if not, it is what it is. And that's good enough. And then they're on to the next one, right? That's why Microsoft is releasing so many games now, because their business strategy is flood the market with games, have so much choice out there that you feel ridiculous to cancel your subscription. Because every month there's another new banger coming, either third party or first party. So why would you get rid of it, right?
Yeah.
So that's the idea. But yeah, so Last Guardian, it's coming at some point. Let's see how long from this announcement it takes for them to make it. That's the real question. Man, there's 13 minutes of brand new gameplay from Crimson Desert. Fucking A, man. If
Reforged Gaming was one of the ones saying that the game was being downgraded. Crimson Desert.
Oh my god. Did he say that?
Yeah, he actually said that. Yeah, I think he had a whole stream about it. Oh my god.
That's real crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You know why? He's butthurt that Crimson Desert said no.
Yep.
He's like that dude
imagine
that
if that was
to
a
get
Sony
chick and she
PlayStation
rejects him.
exclusive.
And then he starts talking shit.
Yeah, and then he starts talking shit about her. He tried to hit it, and she was like, "No, what the fuck?" Like, no. And then he'd be like, "I didn't like you anyway, bitch. All right, I didn't like you anyway." Crimson Desert looks fucking amazing. And I did something that Reforged didn't do, which is I put my actual hands on the controller and played this bitch and saw that shit with my own eyes, not with his make-believe shit. And I can tell you that shit looks even better in person, bro. So fuck what you heard. He has no value in his opinion on what he thinks of this game, because if he's out here crying because Crimson Desert rejected his whole we good. Game's fire. Well, day one purchase guaranteed.
Easy day one. Yep.
Fucking easy, bro. So good. So if you haven't seen it, go check it out. It is on YouTube. Crimson Desert, 13 minutes, new gameplay, fire. Embracer Group, they have 39 announced titles to date in development, with 9 AAA games to launch before March 31st, 2028. I feel like that's a long time to say 9 games. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like 9 games, that's not that much. But I guess when you compare what they're saying to PlayStation, it's literally like 300% increase in game output.
True.
So they said one or a couple of these games will most likely slip into fiscal year 28-29, but we do see a clear increase in release cadence compared to just over one AAA game per year. Now there is a little list here of some of the games, so I'll go through because they have just some of the ones that are dated and some of the ones that are not dated yet. So you have Metal Eden. That's September 2nd, 2025. Don't know what that is. Fellowship, which I don't know what that is as well. Probably some more.
I know what Metal Eating is, though. I tried the demo. The demo is available on Steam. I don't know if it's available again, but it's like a you would call it like a Doom wannabe, you know, sort of. It's
Doom, like Doom Slayer.
No, like the actual,
shooter?
like Doom. Wanna be like a fast-paced first-person shooter with, you know, I think it's like kind of roguelike or something. You have some roguelike elements. So I tried the demo. It's pretty decent, but nothing that's gonna blow your mind or or
okay,
even close.
Well, I hope that's not one of the AAA games that they're describing.
That's a AAA game. That's what they call it.
No. They just call it this part of their announced titles. So.
Oh, okay, because it's definitely not AAA. It's more on the indie side, in my opinion. Yeah, AA indie, you know, that range. Yeah.
Okay,
but so yeah, it's pretty good. It's decent.
Okay, so you got Metal Eden, you got Fellowship, you got Tides of Tomorrow, you have Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra. That's that Amy Hennig game, which is, if you don't know who Amy Hennig is, that's fine because one of her games hasn't released in like 48 years. But she wrote the original Uncharted trilogy. She also wrote was it Soul Reaver or Legacy of Kain?
Okay.
It was one of those old games. But like the most relevant to us now is Uncharted. So she wrote the original games.
Didn't she also do like the first Last of Us, or was that all Neil?
No, definitely. First of all, it wasn't all Neil because there was another person with
but didn't they kind of
that they got rid of?
Yeah,
they erased him.
They went separate ways, but
like deleted
somehow just deleted.
Yeah, deleted him completely. I don't know if she worked on The Last of Us. I thought, if I'm not mistaken, I thought The Last of Us, she was working on it, but then that's where, the disagreement came in.
Okay.
And then they got rid of her, if I'm not mistaken. Or that story that I just told could be applied to Uncharted 4. I don't remember. I think it was The Last of Us that they kind of edged her out. And it was just them too. And then Neil ultimately edged out the last guy. This sounds real crazy. I think we got a finger blast right there. Because that's some edging out that other dude is wild. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, sometimes.
That's real wild. That's real wild. You do have the homie. Then they have Screamer for 2026. So Marvel, by the way, is scheduled for early 2026. Tides of Tomorrow is February 24th, 2026. And then Screamer is 2026. Gothic 1 Remake, early 2026. If I'm not mistaken, Gothic 1 Remake has a demo. Yes? I think there's a demo out now. So that's out. And then Reanimal, which is Reanimal is the if I'm not mistaken, is the people who made Little Nightmares.
Okay.
Like that created it. Or like the first devs on it. They are out of that now. So like Little Nightmares 3 or 4, whatever is coming out, that's not the original people.
Yeah, I think it's 3, right? I think it's 3 is coming out now.
Yeah, 3 is coming out. Okay, so that's not the original people. The original people are making Reanimal. They only made the first one. Then part 2 was made by somebody else. And then part 3 is made by the people who made part 2, if I'm not mistaken. So part 1 people are making Reanimal, which honestly, if I'm remembering it correctly, it's literally Little Nightmares. Like small people in a very similar setup. Real crazy, but it looks good. I really dug the first Little Nightmares, so I'm definitely feeling that. And then those are the ones that are dated. So even though that's Q1 2026, like everything that I just said is either fall of this year or early next year. And then still to be dated, you have SpongeBob SquarePants, Titans of the Tide. You got Satisfactory coming to console. You got Deep Rock Galactic Rogue Core, which is an expansion. You got Thief VR Legacy of Shadow, which is cool. I guess that Thief is coming out. VR is kind of a, we'll see. Recreation, which is like wreck as in like you wreck your truck or like an automobile or something. WRECK. So then you have Darksiders 4 and Tomb Raider, the major next release.
Yeah.
Crazy that Tomb Raider is still getting worked on, and we haven't seen anything on it yet. So I don't know, maybe next June. Who knows?
How long have they been working on it for?
Tomb Raider?
Yeah.
I'm assuming since the last one. I don't know what they've been doing. Well, no,
Well,
Tomb Raider.
No, they did that.
They made Avengers,
Marvel, right? Yeah, Avengers game.
Yeah.
And then they supposedly were going to do that, but then they signed the contract with Microsoft to do whatchamacallit, Perfect Dark. And
yeah, but that was part of the studio.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they also announced that, hey, we started working on the new Tomb Raider, and then they also had that movie thing or TV thing or whatever the hell they did with Amazon. I don't know. I think that fizzled. I don't know what happened to that, but whatever.
So they're like all over the place.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, well, just for kind of an idea there, that is roughly about 14 or 15 of the games out of the 39 titles that are still set to come. You figure between middle to end of next year, and then 27 and 28. So good amount of games. What they're going to equate to, we don't know. Some of them are promising, like 1943, the Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra. I'm really excited for. Theoretically, obviously, we only saw like a fucking cinematic on it. So, and like Reanimal shit like that is dope. But let's go ahead and get our motherfucking homie Mac22TH54 said with that $2 super chat. Appreciate you, my brother. Thank you. Says, yo, people, there's 132 of us in here. Hit the like button.
Let's go. Yes.
Hit the like button, please. Do the right thing.
Thank you, Mac.
Be a good friend.
Yeah. Oh, damn. Those are low. Okay.
Yeah, we gotta get this. Gotta remember.
Hit the like, share the link if you can. That'd be awesome.
Facts.
Thank you, Mac.
Absolutely, man. And then, of course, we have our boy who is officially
Spartan
become the biggest super chat of the night.
Let's go.
He is in double banger territory. That's right. He's one of the top 3 gifted memberships and the biggest super chat of the night. Shout out to my boy.
Let's
with
go.
that $10 super chat. Appreciate you, homie. Says, is there a HOA for the parking lots at all PlayStation gaming studios now? Why does everyone need to drive a sports car? I like my trucks, and they are way more roomier to have fun in. Trucks have that torque. I mean, you ain't lying. You ain't lying. That trucks are fun. I had a pickup truck lease that I had that I really enjoyed, but once the lease was up, I didn't want to buy it because I really thought that I would be okay with it, but it was my first rear wheel.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying, and we're in New England.
It was
so
also
we have
so
snow and shit.
Stunning though. It was
I loved it, bro. Oh my god,
it's you got to get.
But
the way you wanted it, they only had it rear wheel.
Yeah.
No, don't do that.
Yeah.
Like ever.
It was,
unless it's all nice weather.
Yeah, no. So I was like, all right, I'm not gonna keep that. I will eventually get another one of those. I think I really do like them. So I do agree. Trucks are better, and I think that's how old he is, right? He doesn't even understand what's happening in the world anymore. He just says sports cars like that's some type of like that's the thing. Like luxury cars are more of the thing that would be like, oh, look at how much money you spent, or trucks, because trucks are expensive, right? So but yeah, that was just this guy.
Yeah, they're different. They have their own uses, right? So I've had both. I've had a Corvette. I drive an Escalade ESV, and yeah, the Escalade is pretty damn good. It's a lot of fun and very luxurious, but it's not the Corvette. They have their uses.
Listen, it depends, because I don't like to speed, but if it goes fast, I kind
And the
of
trucks do go fast, but
Well, you got
Yeah.
a big ass truck,
But
baby. I don't know
I
what the fuck you're
do.
talking about.
your car. I like
yeah,
to
but
like I kind of lose track.
yeah, how
But I
fast it's
like
going.
to I like to hop up into my truck. But
Don't
when I
like to
get
hop up, but
in
not
your
like-
car, I'm like, oh, I can see why this happens when he's driving.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice.
Not as
you know,
fast as you though. I keep check. But,
until I'm sitting there watching that speedometer. I'm like,
okay. Just because I know how fast you want to go, that's why.
So I'm pressuring you silently.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then even like when you're behind me and we're going.
Oh,
you
when
know,
I'm behind
like,
you is the speed that I choose for sure. For sure. We go slow, fast, whatever strokes.
I know how fast you want to go. So,
Not that fast.
you know, driving, babe.
Oh. Sorry.
Yeah.
Just want to be clear. Just trying to understand what we're talking about here for a second.
Goddamn.
Oh my god.
Seriously.
Oh my god. All right. And then let's see what else. Did you hear this thing about Wu Chang falling feathers?
What
happened?
That they did like this huge big update. And it's a there's like a big like a censorship shit that happened. But not like the sexual like censorship, like she still was wearing whatever.
Okay.
But supposedly like the characters and shit, they had to change them. Let me see what I got. This one here. I don't know. I think I might. No, I think he pretty much copied them word for word. That's crazy talk. All right. So either way, all right. I'll read this. It says, this is Insider Gaming. Says it has only been a few weeks since Wu Chang Fallen Feathers was released, adding yet another Souls-like to the increasingly expansive array of titles in the niche. In that time, Wu Chang has suffered being plagued by stability issues at launch and facing the wrath of gamers and thousands of negative reviews. I guess on Steam.
Oh, wow.
That's wild. I played on Xbox. I had no problems. In the latest debacle, Wu Chang Fallen Feather 1.5 update has rendered fans furious as developer Lindsay censors various aspects of the game, applies a nasty retcon, and skews some of the title's more challenging sequences. Wu Chang Fallen Feathers isn't a terrible game, but it doesn't do much. Oh, shut the fuck up. I don't care about that. That's one reason why I earned blah blah blah. Okay, cool. Okay, recently Lindsay released a 1.5 patch for Wu Chang, causing chaos and disappointing fans worldwide. With a single line in the full 1.5 patch notes, Lindsay made waves. Added dialogues for some NPCs to complete some plots. We will further optimize the exhaustion animations in the future to improve the plot performance. Eagle-eyed Wu Chang fans dove into the game after the 1.5 patch and discovered what that meant. Following the update, certain bosses can't be killed and enter a state of exhaustion after being defeated. Some have been reworked with new voice lines that alter the story, and other enemies in certain sequences, such as Ming Dynasty soldiers, won't attack you at all. This has caused one key chapter that was previously very difficult to become a breeze, further disappointing sadomasochistic Souls-like fans. The situation was exasperated by mods on the official Wu Chang subreddit, reportedly deleting posts complaining about the 1.5 patch. This has naturally caused the review stats for Wu Chang to fall into the red once again. In a post on social media, user Lance McDonald expressed concerns about why these changes were made. By the way, it isn't the Chinese government that forced these changes. Wu Chang is quite pro-government. It's to please fringe groups of nationalists. I don't really understand the details, sadly. Is this a is this forums are full of Chinese players laughing at the pathetic censor per release. No one after the fight, no dialogue isn't. Okay. All right. It's relatively easy to predict Wu Chang Fallen Feathers will start falling to the wayside. Okay, well, I don't. What is this? First of all, this write up I did not read. I thought it was similar to Windows Central. Windows Central had a way. This was just a shit. That was a real shit write up on that. The point was that there was something with here it is. Wu Chang. He's way better at it. So let me go here. Okay, so for starters, according to the game patch note on Steam, this update titled 1.5 has several gameplay changes. These include adding invincibility frames while recovering from getting knocked down, increasing the animation speed of recovering health, which you can now dodge roll out of instead of being animation locked, which that's good news, allowing players to perform light follow-up combos and more. While these might sound good, which they do, the fans in the game's community are fired up with this update because it censored numerous parts of the game's story and has rendered certain bosses and enemies unkillable. According to Souls-like enthusiasts, these story changes include boss based on historical Chinese figures like Zhao Yun and Liu Wengsu just becoming exhausted upon defeat instead of dying, and 50% of the enemies encountered in Chapter 4 will no longer attack hostiles towards the player. Additionally, the pray emote given to player by a Portuguese Christian NPC has apparently been removed from the game. These changes were seemingly made because players in China are condemning the game's depiction of certain famous Chinese historical figures from the Ming Dynasty. As Wu Chang Falling Feathers takes place in the dark fantasy version of the era, this censorship has been met with vastly negative reactions from the Western gaming community, with people commenting on Reddit that it has ruined the game's story by introducing various, if unintentional, plot holes. For instance, a majority of the bosses you fight have been driven mad and turned into monsters because they were resurrected from the dead through dark rituals conducted by their grieving loved ones. So the player has to put them down to put an end to their suffering and to convey the game's message of learning to accept the loss of your loved ones after they're gone, as well as their own mortality. Censoring the deaths of these bosses by having them get knocked down or running away upon defeat with this update goes against the themes of the story and cheapens the overall experience. On top of that, having half of the enemies be friendly to you in Chapter 4 and introducing all these quality life improvements just devalues the game's brutal yet satisfying difficulty, which will no doubt anger fans of hardcore Souls-like who crave the ultimate challenge. All right. I mean, listen, the things where it's getting a little easier, that sounds good to me. Okay. I'm not mad at that because that game will kick your ass. And the other part, I mean, look, I get it. You know, they're changing some of that story after the fact to appease whether it's the Chinese government or some other groups or whatever it is. You know, none of that. Like, you gotta remember, they're a Chinese company.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they're in China. And, like, if their government or, like, these nationalists or whatever are giving them a lot of smoke over some shit, I mean, they're a small company. It's not like they had this big monster company who's just going to be able to, you know, have this wall of dollars to protect them or whatever the case is. They made a phenomenal game. I don't think that these changes that I'm hearing about do anything really negative. Sure, does it change the context of the story? Maybe, yeah, but I mean, it's a Souls-like, bro. Like, you're mostly playing the game to experience the battles, and I didn't hear anybody say the fucking battles are easier. So if they're not easier, what the fuck are we talking about here?
I mean, they're having problems with the bosses too.
Yeah, but not just about them not dying. Instead, they're running away or, you know, getting exhausted, right? So they're changing it, but like, that's not, you know, some fucking
the issue is
thing.
When you feel that these things should have been handled before, right? Before the game release. The last thing you want to do is, you know,
well, I don't think they show the game to the government.
you know what I'm saying. The last thing you want to do is go ahead and invest your time or money in a game, and then boom, this pops in, right? Because they're in the middle of making changes, or they've done an update and it's, now you're not experiencing the game the way that you want to or are supposed to. I can understand.
That's what Arnie
the
said too,
frustration.
by the way. He agrees with you.
Arnie, what's up, love? These are read it. I didn't.
I said, yeah, these are the changes that should have been made before release.
Exactly. Thank you.
Yep. Yeah, no, I definitely get it. I think I just don't think it's before, after, whatever. It's like it's really not that big of a deal, and it's not like it's the core gameplay is still there. Adding some of those changes, I think, are a benefit to the game. The one thing I fucking pissed me off was when I was sitting there healing and I'm like, oh shit, they're just about to attack me, and I had healed like right at that 1 second, right? And I could block this shit, but I'm stuck because I by mistake, just like in the middle of my finger going down, I saw them about to attack and I couldn't stop myself from pressing it, and then dead. Now it's like, oh snap, let me cancel out of that. Great.
But
right?
I'm assuming that, okay, the update is causing the issues with like the bosses and everything, but I'm assuming that's getting addressed, right? I'm assuming they're gonna.
No, it's not causing any issues with the bosses.
So that's just the way it's going to stay.
Instead of they're purposely changing the story to suit these particular characters that they don't want, that I guess the government or somebody doesn't want to see die on the screen.
Yeah.
Maybe they hold them up too high and they don't want them to be killed on the screen, whatever the case is. So now when you do the same exact fight, you did everything, you beat their ass, you dodged them, you blocked them, you did whatever, no change in difficulty in that fight for you. But when you do the final strike, instead of that person dying, they are falling to exhaustion. That doesn't mean they're going to stay so you can fight them again. That just means instead of dying, they're exhausted and they're done and they're not going to fight anymore, or they run away to never be seen again.
I don't know. I think I would be annoyed too. I would be annoyed.
I mean, I guess
that's not the way you want to see it play out. You're here in the middle of a battle and that's how it's going to end. You know what I mean?
I guess.
Have you learned nothing from Cobra Kai? No mercy?
Oh my God.
No, I'm just joking. But yeah, I think I would have the same issue.
Yeah. What about you guys? Is that something that you think bothers you guys, or that's the issue?
I mean, it's their game. They can do whatever they want with it, right? So, if there's some cultural like issue here, like fair enough. And, it's easy for us to say, hey, stand your ground and do what you want. It's not easy to do that in China. So you just have to keep that in mind, right? So there might be a lot of sway with these folks that are saying, hey, these are cultural heritage people. You can't do that. And it's like, okay, fine. We're not going to screw around because, it's easy to do that here, right? And then you can go to courts, right? What do you do over there? You basically lose. And so the answer is just capitulate. And so I don't blame them. Like, whatever. If they're getting pushed back, like, just do it, whatever. It's better to keep your life than it is to stand your ground over some video game. It is what it is. So like,
I think that's the hard part to keep in mind is the balance, right? Because it's like, it's also just a game, right? So like these people to look at them and be like, I'm pissed at this. How dare you stupid fucking dev? When basically they just had the mafia run up on them and they were like, bro, you either do this shit or we're torching the building. And they're like, okay, well, we'll delete that code. Bitch, record a new voice for her. We got you guys. Don't worry. We're good.
Do, right? And, we have a culture of like pushing back. They don't. And because they've been like ingrained to not do that. It's just the way it is. They've been trained. You will not push back. That's it. That's the way it is.
Redesigning the characters will obviously be more of an long-term situation and more of an issue. And I'm not saying that they shouldn't do what they did. I can understand that they had to do it. It will put me off. Like I get the crowd. I get the pushback.
Yep. Yeah, and that's our mindset. It's like, no, hold your ground. You made a product and this is what you wanted. Go do it, right? And like And that's the beauty of being here, right? We don't realize the blessings that we have, that we can do that. We can say no and like go to hell. We're gonna do what we want to do, right? So
Hey, let's give
but
them at
that's
least
not
credit that
the way
they
it is over there.
said, fuck it, let's do it and see what happens. You know what
But
I'm
that's
saying?
the thing. Don't do it and see what happens. If you know that if something comes up, you're gonna have to budge. Like, go ahead and make something different, right? Change some things up that may become a problem. My issue is with what you are set out to deliver, right? You already sold something else and now you're making changes that I would be frustrated with.
I'm also kind of looking at it, and the people who are complaining are people who already beat this game, right? Because they're the only ones who know what the
How it
differences
goes.
the way
are.
it used to
But
be.
I could almost
Exactly.
guarantee you that when Lindsay is looking at the numbers and they see how many people got so far in the game and who got, and they're like, bro, like 95% of the people have never even seen the second half of like the next area, and they're just stuck in that first area. So if we make changes back there, nobody's going to even know that it happened.
Yeah.
Right. Like if we didn't discuss this and you guys played the game and beat certain bosses and people just collapsed instead of dying, you wouldn't be like, whoa, he didn't die. You'd be like, why didn't he die?
Okay. So real quick, based on, I know with whatever YouTube is doing with people's names, I feel like based on this profile picture, I know who this is.
Yeah, our homie.
So you know what I'm about to click on?
Yeah, this one.
Yes, Michael Yu, right?
Yeah, our boy Michael Yu.
What is YouTube doing? This is
He's a
wild.
QA analyst.
Michael, thank you for rocking out.
Thank you for being here, bro. I know YouTube is doing some crazy shit now. Everybody's exposed.
Crazy.
I thought you were gonna hit us with that exposed beat. Hargeet.
Oh, Hargeet.
I set you
I
up.
can if you want. If you want.
Exposed.
Get it.
YouTube got everybody exposed out in these streets. Putting everybody's real names out here. Got people's social security numbers as their fucking.
Imagine, you know what I put here?
account.
Just my social security number.
Put my address as.
I hope nobody does that with their freaking Gmail ID, right? That would be.
But it's crazy because you
handles
figure something that people won't see, and then boom, they're like, "Oh, this is what's happening now."
Yeah.
And then they find out when they're in a show typing things up.
Fact.
That's crazy.
So our boy Michael Yu says, I can't confirm one of those bosses don't die after the patch. I defeated the boss yesterday and he just stood there after I beat him. But like, did he just stand there like you attacked him and you did the last hit and he was like, oh.
That just sounds wild, by the way.
Or did he like
there after I beat him?
Collapse a little bit or just stand there like, all right, you beat me, bitch.
Yeah, like how did you feel, Michael? Because that's the thing that I feel like I may have an issue with. Yeah.
They're bringing up in the chat also that Assassin's Creed had to do it as well. Remember Shadows?
Yes.
They had to change some shit because the government. So it's like I get it, but this is kind of like the issue when you do these things, right?
Yeah.
If you're going to go ahead and you want to sell in their area, right? So like it's different if like you're an American company and you're making something about China and they say to you, if you leave that shit in there, you're not going to sell over here. And you're like, I don't give a shit. Fuck you. I'm going to sell everywhere else. Then you can do that. Right. But if you want to do business in their place, right? Like most people would, if it's their country, especially, it's kind of a bitch that's the scenario you're forced into.
Yeah. Listen, I'm with Arnie over here. He says, if it's a cultural thing, why didn't they realize this before release? Just saying, I feel like a lot has come up that it's like, okay, well, maybe it won't be an issue. But I feel like nowadays you have to kind of look into that and make sure that it's not before you put out a game and get people hyped.
Yeah, I get that. All right, so that did happen.
Okay, yes, thank you, Michael. Michael's back. Okay, let's go. Go ahead.
Oh, I can't see that. I was looking
you
at
can't
the
see-
next topic.
okay.
What are you?
So it wasn't, Michael says it wasn't satisfying after beating the boss, which is the feeling that I think I will get, right? Like it wouldn't be to just see it standing there. I honestly don't remember what he did after I beat him. All I remember was he just stood there. Okay, so that will frustrate me. So, but that satisfying feeling of like, oh, the collapsing and everything, like that dramatic effect is no longer there. I don't know. Thank you, Michael. I feel this is what I was thinking. So,
well, next up, Capcom Presents is going to do a 90-minute panel at the New York Comic Con on October 10th, 3:45 p.m. Eastern Time, showcasing all of Capcom's recent and upcoming releases. So if you're in New York, maybe we might want to go down to the New York Comic Con.
Mammoth would love.
He would.
Too.
So that's gonna be there, and yeah, I mean, look, that's it's Capcom, so we're gonna see a lot at Gamescom. They're gonna show up with Resident Evil and Onimusha, which are phenomenal. And then those games are still cooking. It's still going to be a while, so getting another look is great. In October, it just shows that everything is progressing the right way.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right. And well, listen, guys, that didn't make the cut.
Let's go.
So let's go ahead and flow right into the first chapter. Let me get my number here. Okay. All right. So chapter 1. Windows Central has a write-up here in regards to Battlefield 6. And I gotta tell you, I felt a certain type of way about Battlefield 6 for sure. After playing it the second weekend. I don't know how you guys, Demo or Harkey, I don't know if you guys played the beta at all or gave a shit about it. But I definitely played it the first time. I thought it was fine. And then the second week, I got a little more excited because they put in the close quarter combat stuff that I thought I was going to enjoy more. And then it was all right. I feel like the problem with Battlefield is that maybe
not Call of Duty.
It's not Call of Duty. That's the real big problem. I feel like if you had like a squad of people that you played with, like people that knew their roles, and you had the medic, and you had Demo was talking about it on the last time we had spoke on it. If you have a squad that knows their roles, it's definitely a better experience, I would say, because there were times when I was playing and I got on a good squad. Like I had top squad one of the matches, and I know exactly why we were top squad, because that medic was crazy. I would fucking go blah blah blah, kill somebody, get shot, and then he would just pop out of nowhere like, oh, gotcha, baby, boom. And I'll just be, oh, I'm up, and I'll just keep going, right? And it's just nonstop. Like I would die multiple times in the streak, and he would save me like multiple times. Like he did really good, right? Like, and that made the experience different. But then once that match was over, and I went into a new squad with a bunch of fucking people who I'm down. I see you. Fucking save me. No, come on, you. I'm down. Nothing. Just walking by me like I ain't shit. So, come on, man.
I can see how that would ruin the experience. Like if you were in that type of mess, and obviously everyone has a designated role, or like you're seeing people pass you, it's like fuck you, bitch. When you're down, I ain't coming by. Like if I remember, I would freaking turn around and shoot at them. If they're die, that's the problem. And then we're gonna have a disconnect here, because that's not the way you're supposed to play together. No. But
100%.
the moment I feel like the team is not cooperating, I'm not going to cooperate either because I know bitch. Like, can you imagine they're down, you go around, you're helping out, you're being a team player, but they're not? No.
Well, like, so there's different roles, right? So like I'm always an assault because I'm not gonna do anything else. But if I see somebody down, like I actively go towards that person.
Yeah.
So if I'm running and on my screen, somebody in my squad has that little fucking green cross, the black cross with the green thing around it that says, "Hey, I need help." I'm clicking the left bumper on them. I'm like, "Yo, I'm coming," and I'll do what I can to get there. And if I die trying, fuck it.
Yeah.
But at least I tried, right? But these motherfuckers, they don't want to try, right? They just let you fucking die. And the craziest part is when it's a medic. When I see a medic standing right there. He's a medic. He got the fucking bing. He doesn't even have to drag you. He just touches you and you wake up.
Like Jesus.
And he's like, "No, fuck you." Like, what? Like, what are we doing here?
Oh man.
And that's my problem. It's like, yo, like I'm not. That's why Call of Duty is so much more popular.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately, as much as I would love to say kumbaya and think that all these motherfuckers are cool peoples and we're all going to help each other and we're all going to do this, no, they still do it. Every man for himself. They still play the same way.
Yeah.
And the problem is that unless you're like God tier, right, and you're just so good, right, it's very difficult to play the game that way because it's so much more open and so much more like people hiding in this because the world's so big. So if you hide somewhere, you get so much more kills if you're hiding in an unexpected spot because people are just running by.
It's almost like a cheat.
Yeah, like there's so many times where I had like little runs where I was like, I would get killed, see that the person was there who killed me, right? And then eventually, not that I wouldn't go back right there that moment, but eventually I will make my way to that spot and sit there for a little while and get some kills because it's just a dark ass spot.
Yeah.
There's no like glow around the player except for that little fucking
anybody
orange
running
bead.
by, you should be able to.
Yeah, and you just get them, you just fuck them up. And it's just like, I don't know. It's not exciting for me. That being said, did you play it again, Demo? Did you play both weekends?
This weekend I play a little bit on Thursday. Boy, I haven't really touched it, and that's weird. And it's because
because it's trash. Thank you, Demo, for proving it out. Appreciate you.
I wouldn't. But I do have to agree with something you said at the very beginning of the show. That Battlefield is going to be a great game for Battlefield lovers, but it's not going to be on the same scale like Call of Duty. Maybe it would even beat Call of Duty easier based on just the hype, just because Call of Duty, even though it would be extremely hard for that to happen, but it is true. The hype for Call of Duty is not the same that we have for last year, right? At this point, it's building up because it's coming up on Gamescom. They already said that they were gonna show multiplayer and all of that. So I'm looking forward to that. But the thing with Battlefield is, like you said, teamwork is not there, and it's not the game's fault. To be fair, is the culture. The gaming culture is so toxic out there. It's so competitive that roles like support, like like you say, I'm gonna play assault just because I don't give a shit, and I just want to focus on the game mechanics, get kills, survive, or do an objective or whatever. But in reality, the bulk of the game had to go to support. There had to be medics. There had to be people, you know what I'm saying, giving a lot of ammo and stuff. And then the assault players are the ones that are like the more skilled players who are supposed to push and break like setups. So that's just a basically gaming culture, and that's something that's going on with multiplayer games. And it's just like the vibes, are a little bit like not like they used to be back in the Xbox 360 days. Like everybody will help you, everybody will go in there and risk their life.
Yeah, that's done.
There was nobody trying hard to make clips there was nobody trying hard to get a bunch of kills and flex. Where you gonna flex? There wasn't even social media back then. I can't remember anybody posting their KDs and nothing on Facebook
No,
or
you would
whatever.
just tell
Nobody
your
gave a
homies,
shit.
like, yo, I fucking
Yeah,
did all
yeah,
this
yeah,
shit,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
I did this. I was in the 20 kill streak, right? Like you would say it, but there was no way of
There was no
really
way of
doing it.
flexing, right? Back in the day. But now times have changed, every man for himself. And I think it's kind of sad. And it's just like one of the things that the Battlefield community, people who play this shit hardcore, are pissed. And on top of that, EA is enabling this behavior by pushing the mode that allows everybody to use every weapon, no matter what class they are utilizing,
Yeah, I've
which
been hearing
makes
about
it
that.
even worse because I mean the fact that you are a recon player, but you are out here with a shotgun, you're not supposed to be out there with a shotgun and nothing like that. You know, even though that's been available in all the Battlefield games, what you really want is the recon to have a sniper, a long range weapon, so that he can like provide you with cover fire and spot the enemies for you. That's the whole role of the recon. Another role that the recon has is like to infiltrate and leave the spawn beacons. So now they did the opposite. They give the spawn beacons to the assault, I think. So now the guys pushing are the ones who are doing, recon work. And it's just like a mess. And just like because like the class aren't very well balanced in the modes that they got available right now, people are not getting the real Battlefield feel, which is like that classic, like assault back in the day used to be the medics. They were assault, but they had like defibrillators and they had like med kits. Right now, assault doesn't have anything, any of that. It's just like push. You got a little, what is it, like a grenade launcher? That's it.
Mhm.
But back in the day, assault will have like defibrillators, and that assault was the medic, right? The guys pushing were the medic. Now you also get like engineers. They were the ones who destroy the vehicles or fix the vehicles. Then you get support, which will provide people with ammo and explosives like C4 and stuff like that. And then you have the recon class. So the whole thing is so fractured, and it's just because it's a beta as well. So they're trying to push this like for the casuals, because the Battlefield hardcore player is always going to be there no matter what. We already talk about play a comfort zone, right? Like the Battlefield players are always going to come back and are always going to play Battlefield. So they try to be big. Like EA said, they expecting to have 100 million players. How are you gonna do that? You have to think outside the box and outside of the scope of the type of players that you get. You like your Battlefield players, okay, thank you for being Battlefield players, but I do need the rest of the gamers to actually show up. And this is why like games can go from hardcore to casual extremely quick just based on their own survival. So what I'm trying to say here is, man, like I'm feeling the game. I think it's gonna be a great Battlefield game, but I'm not feeling it like I felt Battlefield 3 or Bad Company 2 or even Battlefield 4. I think the game is good. It's just like they fucked up Rush. They like you have Battlefield with big battles, and then you give me Rush as a close quarter mode. Like, come on, bro. Everybody loves Rush because it was the mode that you would push with your team together to get these comms or whatever that you have to like break or destroy. And then you have your tank, and then you have your anti-infantry vehicles, and then you have your helicopter who would like drop people off on the points trying to like push the objective. And then you have the other side defending. Each side got a jet so they could like dogfight. So it's just like the whole vibe is just like so narrow, and in such a smaller scale than what Rush used to be. So Battlefield hardcore gamers like me feel like like this is not what we signed up for. We want Rush to be big, to be use your players 32 on 32. You don't need to go like they take it to the stream. They never find a middle ground. Battlefield 2042 was a failure because of it was way too big, and it felt like empty. It felt like it lacked cover. It felt like like the unbalanced. And now they took it down all the way down to 12v12. Like, what is this, like like Battlefield 3 on console? Because on freaking PC, you could have played 64-player battles of Rush. Uh,
Yeah.
so I don't really understand why they downgraded that part, but I'm pretty sure that with updates they could like release. You know what I mean? This is no now. They could change this, right? This is just a beta. They could take the people feedback and be like, okay, 12 on 12 doesn't not gonna work. Rush is not gonna work on these maps. Why don't we get this map for like team deathmatch or squad deathmatch, which is a very popular mode and whatnot. But yeah, like I feel kind of disappointed a little bit with it, but I'm hopeful that they are gonna fix some of the stuff, and maybe by release, it's gonna get better. Now the thing is, like, this is competing with games that are free to play. Like Delta Force is releasing next week on console. It's been available on PC for a long time, and I know a lot of people doesn't really like Delta Force. It's also available on mobile, but the thing is, it is free to play. And it plays pretty much like Battlefield. Like Battlefield, when it comes to gunplay and stuff, like it's very, very basic. You got Call of Duty with all the movement, the sliding, the possibility that they may add like running in the walls or wall bouncing, all these crazy stuff that people hate. But at the end of the day, it's like, Call of Duty's identity, right? Like having this crazy movement. It became sort of their identity now. And it's just like, it doesn't exist in Battlefield on that level. And I don't know, bro. It's just like, I'm not feeling like I used to. Even my friends, bro, that we used to play Battlefield with, like Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4 together, right back in the day. Now they're like, yeah, I don't know. We try it. We think it's cool, but we need to see more. Like nobody's sold.
And
so far.
I think that's like what we're seeing online. Like it was like that first weekend, everybody was like fucking through the roof.
Yeah.
And Battlefield's gonna take over everything and blah blah blah. And it's like,
yeah,
I didn't see it then. I thought it was fine then, but now
Yeah.
this time I definitely don't see it.
Yeah.
Again, I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be fine for the
it's
people.
gonna
So
be
everybody,
good.
like everybody in the chat who's feeling it,
Yeah.
you were going to feel it. Like you're
Yeah.
gonna feel it. You're gonna be happy with your purchase. That's fine. I can tell you, I played Battlefield for a while. Got off, got into Call of Duty, bought a bunch of skins, put on my new shit, and went and fucked some shit up online and had a fucking blast doing it. So it's just not like, I'm just not that guy, and that's okay. I'm looking forward to the Battlefield single player. I will fuck with Battlefield because I will have it, so I'll dabble and I'll play with it and see how it is. But at the end of the day, I just, all this conversation, like you said that they want to have 100 million players. Where the fuck are 100 million players for Battlefield?
They have to
How are they
really
doing this
like
second,
move the
the
chicks.
second weekend?
I don't. It kind of jumped back up. I don't think it went to the highest point.
Okay.
No,
Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think. But I mean, it also just kind of started, right? So this weekend is Friday, so it started yesterday, today. Tomorrow's really going to be the test.
Yeah.
To see if it passes.
Mhm.
So
Or
this
at
is
least like matches, right?
no. It's the last I saw it lost like 200,000 people, but that
Something
doesn't
like that.
mean that doesn't mean it's done going
Yeah.
up. Again, it's still work week, right? Tomorrow's the test.
Still
right?
a beta, yeah.
So
It's still going.
tomorrow, if it goes higher than the highest, then that means we're moving in the right direction.
Mhm.
If it does not pass the highest point from last time, then I'm sorry to say that it is not going to do it. It's going to go that once you start that downward trend, there should be more people hyped this week than last week. If that's not the case, you're fucked, because you know what? It doesn't take a lot to lose people. It doesn't.
Yeah.
It only take one mode that you are introducing and you are not giving people what they want. This is all it took. And the other modes that they enjoyed last week, they're still there. You know what I'm saying? But they complain about this mode because this is like, I don't know. I don't understand. To be fair, though, to your experience, right? You haven't really played Battlefield for real. Like with a homie who got your back and be like, do you need ammo? Or a recon guy who is in the building sniping and he's telling you, be careful, they're coming down the street, left, right, north, south, right?
But that's
like
the thing.
that's the actual Yeah,
a
you need to
preset.
play with a team so it feels like, oh shit, I'm playing Battlefield, and this is the way we're supposed to be playing. And this is like the hardest part to get like we how little time we got. How do you get everybody to play together at the same
That's
time?
the problem, bro.
And,
Like, who the
and that's
like?
and
I don't have time
that's
to be on
why
schedule with somebody else. You know what I'm
right
saying? It's
that's
like I
why
gotta play when I can.
and that's different, and that's why Call of Duty is so successful because you can just jump in with randoms and have a game, do shit on your own. You don't have to care about your team, and you still have fun. So if they can nail this and make find a way that maybe you can actually enjoy Battlefield playing solo, and you don't have to depend so much on your team, maybe just maybe people will get to enjoy more. But I
But you
do
know
know
what the
that
problem there, Demo? And this is
yeah.
where it all goes to shit. The exact statement you made is where this all goes to die, because you're never going to outdo the Call of Duty experience for a solo player. You
And that's the
can't
first
transform
mistake.
Battlefield
That's the
into
first
that. You
mistake
can't.
that people make. Why are we comparing Call of Duty with Battlefield? This is
But if you're
crazy
trying to
shit.
get that person, then it is a comparison.
Mhm.
If
Well,
you're
there
saying
I
has
to
mean, this is
yourself,
what's been
I
talked
want
around,
somebody to
right?
come over here and have fun playing by themselves without a team, then what you're asking me to do is basically you're going to create a mode for me that allows me to play the game like Call of Duty. And then as soon as you are doing that, now when I have a game to pick, I got to look at both and say, do I want to play Call of Duty in Battlefield, or do I want to play Call of Duty in Call of Duty? Right? That's where Battlefield is fucked. And that's why that 100 million number is a pipe dream. There's not 100 million Battlefield players. It just it doesn't
People,
exist.
this is the
no,
thing.
It's not there,
And
bro.
yes,
no
you
way.
can get lucky here or there, or if you come in and preset and have everybody on schedule and you're like, okay, we're all going in at the same time and this is going to be the experience.
It's like a party
But
game.
just like we've talked about, exactly, but just like we've talked about, like it leans very much so into a team type of scenario, right? And so we're not in the back in the day when you went ahead and really experienced that. Everybody kind of wants to play for themselves. And this is not the type of game that you go in and do it and play like that. Is it, I think because you have the subscription, then yeah, it's there. But if you have to go and buy it, I don't think you would have bought it day one.
Yeah.
You probably buy
Not at all.
day one
Not at
based
all.
on FOMO, but you wouldn't enjoy it as much. Spending $70, it's just like the times are changing, bro. I just can't see myself to spend $70 for. I mean, that shit should be free. It is the same thing with Call of Duty. It's just so hard to these days to pay $70 for a multiplayer game, an FPS multiplayer game. It's just like, come on, bro, get on with the time. Call of Duty should have been free to play a long ass time ago, and the same thing goes to Battlefield. It's the only way moving forward. If they want to find success.
That's what Game Pass does for Call of Duty, though.
Oh yeah,
Because it
hey, Battlefield
technically
will
has
come to make a
become
Game Pass as well. Eventually,
eventually.
Yeah,
And when
yeah.
that happens, then you'll get your true kind of vision of where the cards fall, right? When people
I
have the choice, where do they go?
yeah, I would say like if you
They're doing a
really
free to play
iffy,
mode, though. Remember, Battlefield is doing a separate free to play battle royale
mode, yeah. I'll say if you are on the fence about playing Battlefield and you don't really want to spend the money like that because at the end of the day you really got a lot of shit to play on Game Pass, I would say wait until it releases on Game Pass and give it a shot there. And if you're happy with it, then buy it. And go ahead and try this beta and see if you like it. But honestly, the beta is not gonna show you the whole picture. It's gonna show you this and that. By the time that the game releases, a lot of things are gonna change based on the feedback. At least I expect it to. So there's that. Anyway, either way, like I said, for the Battlefield gamer, who people who enjoy Battlefield, it's gonna be a good game. It's definitely gonna be an improvement upon Battlefield 2042, which it was a disaster. So this one is definitely like if you like 2042 even a little bit, like this one is a must. I'll say that. Yeah, and like somebody said in the comment, they both games are competing for the same players. So when you got this type of situation, it's like what can you do? Like
I just
just
feel
the
like
game just gotta be good enough for people. And they're
I
not.
just feel
It's
like
like
both
the
people.
same players, but the games are not the same, bro. It's like a
That's the
Japanese
problem. That's
and
the
a Mexican
problem.
restaurant competing about who got the best food. Okay, they got fire burritos, but in the other place they got fire sushi. So one day I feel like eating burritos. Another day I want to be fancy and eat sushi, and that
Or
doesn't
you could
make
be
one day
allergic to
better than the
sushi and
other
you're only
one.
going to
It's
eat the
still good.
burritos. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Just
but it's
depends.
still good no matter what. Like, like I don't like if you're really about FPS, you are gonna get both games. That's what I'm trying to say. Now, where they're gonna keep you or not, we'll have to see. Seasons. People wanna see seasons, collaborations. Yeah, the shit that people complain about that Call of Duty is like this and that. Yeah, but then bring it in was hot, was trending, and people like it. You may not like it because you want a military shooter, but other people who are casuals, that's what thinking about the boxes, right? Even though I don't like or agree with this approach, and I do believe that Call of Duty should have like a military mode that you turn on and you play military, and then you get another mode in which you get to show off your skins. That would be amazing. Maybe they can do that for competitive, right? So because you know how you get like an advantage in certain skins. I still got nightmares about that Groot skin from Modern Warfare 3. That remember Groot from the Guardians of the Galaxy? That skin
Yeah, what
was
was about it?
terrible. It's a
think I
fucking
got it.
tree. Imagine fighting against a fucking tree, running around, sliding.
I just bought a
around the
big ass
map.
bloody
Like,
bunny. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
out here fucking people up with all kind of crazy shit.
At least you can see it. But something like Gru is like unfair. You wouldn't see it. Like if you on a map that they had a tree in that map or a bush,
That's hilarious.
you wouldn't see that motherfucker. That's
hilarious. That's
suck,
hilarious.
Yeah.
All right, let's look at this article though, because this is where I feel like you probably just voiced a lot of it, and just looking at this picture, I gotta tell you one thing. I will say, obviously, graphically, it's very nice.
Mhm.
I do think it's a very beautiful game. The destruction is crazy.
Oh, I love that.
The destruction is crazy if you don't look at it. Meaning, if you're playing and shit is blowing up around you,
Mhm.
shit is intense. Shit looks crazy. When you physically watch some shit blow up that you blew up or something, it's disappointing. It always crumbles the same way. Like that building is always going to blow up the same way. You're not getting different piece of chunks over here because of the direction of the rocket. You know what I'm saying? It's one is going to blow. And
kind of
even if you blow up pieces, they'll blow up those pieces essentially in the same way.
I have to look more into that, but I did notice that it's like I said, they never find a middle ground. I got blown up by an RPG and I'm sitting inside a room. Okay, you blew me up, but the whole building collapsed with one fucking RPG. I'm like, yo, like it's one RPG. Like
they showed a video. They showed a video that there was the fire when there's a fire in your house and you have the little bottle, the red extinguisher. Yeah. Thank you. Like it had a bottle that looked like that. Maybe it was a gas bottle. I don't fucking know. But it was just on the wall, and somebody shot that shit, and it just completely blew up the building behind. It's like, well, fucking time. What's wrong with your building, bro? So it's like they're still going in. They're still going in and making it where they're not quite giving you that true destruction. There's like a certain point, and then it's gonna break all of this or break all of that. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like
it does look good if you are obviously like zone in, but like overall when you see it happening, I love that.
Yeah,
I mean that looks good though.
And it does. And especially when crazy shit is happening everywhere, like you could feel like you do start to feel like you're actually in a war
in the middle.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're in the middle of it because you be going and you're running, you're trying to find the place that you're going to get to and your advantage point. But like you see down the hill over there, motherfuckers going crazy. You see tanks over here. You're like, I'm staying the fuck away from them.
Yeah.
Right. And you're like, it's so dope. Or when you see the helicopter flying around or the jet, it's epic, right?
Yeah,
like,
the game is doing a lot, to be fair, man. I think
it is doing a lot.
And I'm looking forward though to the campaign more than anything.
That I want to play.
I think the campaign is gonna be fire, and I think that if they nail that a studio thing that they have that is similar to Forge from Halo, that you get to do whatever you want with the
Play
maps and
labs or whatever the
into
fuck they call it.
social matches with like custom with like your friends and stuff. I think is they do a good job with that. This can blow up. And I mean, it's still too early. This is just a beta, so these numbers, like a lot of people don't even know that the beta is out. Like I told my friend on Thursday, I hit him up. I'm like, "Yo, the beta is out." It's like today. They're like, "Yeah, it's out today." He didn't know, and what was he playing? It was playing some random game that he was showing, was some survival game. I'm like, bro, like Battlefield's out. It's like, I'm playing this game. I forgot the name of the game. It was pretty good. It was a survival game. I don't know, it was some weird game, but it looked pretty good. And he skipped Battlefield beta, which we were looking forward to for years. The new Battlefield to play another game, and it's like it didn't hit the way that we thought that it was gonna hit. But like I said, it's still early. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. And I say it again, EA, man, like stop comparing Battlefield with Call of Duty. People stop comparing about they're not the same. Players, yeah, the people who play Call of Duty are more likely to play Battlefield than people who play Super Smash Bros. You know what I mean? For example. But that doesn't mean that that people are going to stay. That doesn't mean that one game is going to steal players from the other one. That doesn't exist. The game has to be extremely good. And also, even though when the game is bad, it's still your comfort zone. Even if it's a horrible and terrible game, it's something that you're already familiar with. And the level of attachment that people get to these video games is crazy. I have friends, my friend, shout out to a Doodle, shout out to him. I can never get him to play anything else. All he want to do is beat me up in Mortal Kombat and play Gears. That's it. That's his shit. Like, it's hard to get him to play any other games. I'm talking about RoboCop. He's into action movies and shit. He tried a little bit, and what do you know? Next thing I look up, what happened? I asked him about RoboCop. It's like, it's all right, I'm here playing Mortal Kombat still. And Mortal Kombat.
But then you also got to remember that
he even say I don't like it too much, but he can seem to like separate himself from the game, and that's the situation.
That's the problem, right? Like, you got to remember, like, games are a hobby that's personal. It's for you, right? You're not out here to play shit for other people or to show other people that you're playing what they think you should be playing. Like, you play what the fuck you want. It's your shit, your time. You want to have fun, you do that. You don't owe anybody anything, right? So, this is where games like this are going to struggle, right? Because of course, listen, you have 590 or 520,000 people who played the beta last week. This week so far is at 360. Will it go up? Probably. Is it going to pass it? That's the good question.
That is still a decent number, bro. Compared to Concord,
that's just Steam. That's just Steam. Consoles probably have way more people playing at the same time, right? So, like, the reality is that that's not going to be an accurate number for them, regardless. But it's just, no matter how you cut it, the numbers are not going to change. Like, those days of the old Battlefield, again, they were not going up against Fortnite. You know what I'm saying? Battlefield 3 didn't go up against Fortnite. Battlefield 3 didn't go
Fortnite
up against...
didn't exist back in the day, though.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, at that point, if you were into multiplayer, there was only so many so many roads you can go down. But now Fortnite gives you crazy amount of multiplayer fix. Like, you could play all types of shit in Fortnite and not have to ever leave that game, right? So it's just a different time. It's a different world that we're living in.
Yeah.
Real quick, we got the homie Max22TH in the building, man. Thank you, my brother. With that $5 super chat, says 100% CMoney. It's like doing a Destiny raid with a bunch of blueberries. Hashtag GG. I mean, it's true, bro. Nobody wants to fucking help, man. Nobody wants to help. Like, that's their game. I'm playing in their game, and how are they showing it to me? Like, think about it, right? It's supposed to be the game focused on teamwork. I'm in there. I'm asking for help, looking at you, see me, and you don't give a shit. You just keep it moving. That ain't cool. That ain't cool.
That ain't right.
And to that, CMoney, I wanted to add to, it's like times are changing, guys. So remember when Star Wars used to be the shit, and whenever like there was a Star Wars movie, it'll break the box, and it'll be like the biggest thing since a slice of bread. And
Mhm.
look, now Star Wars is not putting the same numbers because it's getting older. So what I'm trying to say here is like sometimes, right, shit doesn't hit the same way that it used to hit. And I'm saying this when it goes not only to Battlefield, but like to more franchises that we are excited for. And it's gonna happen. These are not gonna hit the same way that they hit. They're still gonna be good. They're still gonna be decent. They're still gonna be worth checking out. But they're not gonna hit the same way that they hit back in the day. Why? Because we are these games are releasing with a new generation of gamers who enjoy different stuff. For God's sakes, like people are you know, playing Roblox like crazy. For example, that's a game that like people like us, like it's like who's playing Roblox? Ain't nobody gives a shit. You know what I'm saying? But like these kids are loving it, and my kid is screaming. Boy,
Oh, that was your kid. I thought somebody was whistling.
Oh, me
no,
too.
that's my
I was
kid
like,
screaming because
who
they
is
changing them
whistling?
right now.
I
Yeah,
was
he
like,
just
damn.
pooped. So
that's all
yeah,
right.
man, there you have it. Times are changing, and stuff that was popular is not gonna be popular anymore. And it's gonna get. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see where we're heading as a society. So let's keep going.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, things evolve. That's just the name of the game.
Agreed. Um. Okay, so I'm hopping into the article, um, because I do want to get because I'm honestly I think demo probably summed up everything. Summed up everything that's being complained about. But right now, let me see. It says, unfortunately, it seems that some of the hype generated by Battlefield 6 explosive multiplayer reveal has cooled as the second open beta period sets in. A vocal minority, as I'm sure they love being called, has taken to Reddit and X to decry some of the game's core features. Whereas the first weekend of the Battlefield 6 open beta lacked any sort of demolition gameplay, the return of Rush has caused a divide among the player base. Rush, a Battlefield staple, involves one team attempting to arm and destroy specific objectives before moving on to the next sector. The other team, of course, must defend their MCOM stations from being armed with explosives. First introduced in Battlefield Bad Company as Gold Rush, the game mode focuses on smaller, infantry-based gameplay. I spent a lot of time playing Rush in Battlefield Bad Company 2, where it was 12v12 on console, 16 versus 16 on PC. There was a ton of excitement for the return of Rush in Battlefield 6, at least until players got a real taste of its implementation in the new game. One Reddit thread with 20,000 plus upvotes decries the return to a 12v12 Rush on all platforms. She says, seriously, they're leaning too hard into courting the Call of Duty crowd at the expense of the Battlefield DNA, and it's frustrating as fuck.
Yeah.
Mode is dead, reads another reply. These comments arrived before the Battlefield 6 dev team implemented changes on August 15th. MCOM explosive timers are now set at 30 rather than 45, giving defenders less time to react. Defender respawns have also been fixed at 12 seconds rather than the original variable between 6 and 12 seconds. It's still a bit early to see how players react to these recent changes. However, it does seem like those deriding the game mode have forgotten what Rush was like in previous titles. To be fair, I played the Rush mode, and I liked it actually better than the team deathmatch mode or whatever, the close quarter mode or whatever they call it. I did have a little more fun playing that version, but clearly people don't like that I was having fun with it because they want that shit to be different. I don't know. And some players feel that Battlefield 6 has abandoned the series' core identity.
Yeah.
Other players have stated that Battlefield 6 doesn't feel like a Battlefield game. On the official Battlefield subreddit, one thread titled, "Why Abandon Your Game's Identity?" caught my eye. The OP suggests that Battlefield always defined itself as a slower paced shooter among a sea of twitchy, fast-paced games. Why then are you so keen on throwing that away and copycatting Call of Duty? The The thread, which is nearing 1,000 replies, contains a mix of opinions. One user points out that Battlefield has never really been that slow and has always been about chaos more than anything. Another reply from someone who grew up on the Battlefield game states that they're enjoying Battlefield 6 and that the hate for it is insane. There are countless other examples floating around social media of players hating on the game. As someone who has played Battlefield since 1942, I tend to agree with those who are providing positive feedback or who are simply too busy enjoying the game to comment. Okay, and then I guess the rest is he's just okay. So there are a few areas that could use some work before the full release. That's what an open beta is all about. Classes might need a rebalance as support currently feels very powerful with health and ammunition. Map blocking and sizing, especially in Rush, needs some work to create a bit of extra breathing room, but I don't think it's nearly as bad as many are making it out to be. I'll hold final judgment until I see the other 5 maps that DICE has promised at release. Bottom line, Battlefield 6 is delivering the chaotic gameplay that I know and love. Sound design is outstanding. Gone are specialists with cheesy taglines. I don't need to have insane reflexes to score high, and it still requires intelligent squad play in order to be successful. Yes, it definitely feels like Battlefield. Okay, so basically the same thing. If you have a group of people and everybody's playing the game the right way, then you're good.
If not, it's frustrating.
And I think I gotta tell you, I didn't until I read that line about like why they're trying to go so far into the Call of Duty space. I think that's my problem with the game. I feel like it's teasing you to play the game like you would play Call of Duty.
Okay.
It is fast paced, right? That guy is full of shit because it is fast paced. And in Battlefield, I used to play Battlefield 3 and I don't remember it being that fast. Like the speed, your run speed wasn't this fast. You know what I'm saying? I feel like now when you run, you're running pretty quick. And there's a you're muted. There's a lot popping off too. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Yeah, I say that it's definitely faster than older Battlefields. Although back in the older Battlefields, starting Battlefield 3, the movement started being a little bit more chaotic, like a little bit more like you could have like
I feel like the animations
like
got more chaotic, but like the speed of running from here to there. I remember Battlefield 3.
Yeah, it wasn't like Call of Duty,
like it took me a million years to get back to where I died. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it felt like. Whereas now I jump in, I'm like, I'm out, hopping over shit crazy. Like everything is super fast movement. So I do agree. And I think that's where more of the purists are being annoyed by it.
Because it takes a little away from the realism of feeling like,
Yeah, like if you're gonna make a different game, then make a different game. If you're gonna give me the speed of Call of Duty, but not the movement of Call of Duty and not the flexibility of Call of Duty, then all I'm feeling is restrained by your game. Because how many times did I want to fucking do a side dive and get out, you know what I'm saying, and not get shot and just side dive into an alley? Couldn't. Turn, die. You know what I'm saying? Could have side dive, but I couldn't. So I get that. I do get that. I do feel that now specifically that's my beef. It's not Call of Duty, but it's trying to trick me.
Yeah, like you got to give me all the superpowers.
Exactly. Like it's not there. And then you still require me to play it like like Battlefield, right? Like where I'm supposed to be a team, but then nobody wants to play as a team because everybody wants to play it like Call of Duty. And you only got these few people who take pride in I'm a great medic. I see them on Twitter. Look, this is how you're a medic, and they show how much they healed or whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
like their highest score.
They literally the only ones doing that, like 2-3 players.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, I had one of them on my squad. I felt like, wow, this is great because you do die, and it's fucking like you die really fast. And in Call of Duty, you die fast too, right? But it's just a different game. You don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like you're like, fuck it, let's go. Because when I get back, I'm gonna kill 2, 3, 4 people. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna go and I'm gonna kill a few people because I got that rhythm. I'm just in it. If I got the right gun and I'm in the right mood, I'm murdering people, right? I'm just going in. Battlefield, I feel like I don't know. There's so many fucking, like, I see this picture they keep making fun of, right? The big open world one that they have.
Yeah.
There's a big ass mountain and now it's infested with snipers now, right? So, and when you look up at the mountain, all you see is these fucking blinding lights everywhere because people are going up there to snipe nonstop, and it's just like,
Yep.
I don't know.
And you know, it's a funny thing that you mentioned that because I did notice there's one particular building, that particular house in this map. I can't remember the name of the map, but everybody loved to, like, I see like 5, 6 people on the roof on the same spot, just like shooting like there. I'm like, bro, like, and it's a bunch of snipers that love to see it in the back, and it's just like not 2 or 3, just a bunch of them at the same time, and it just feels like it's just like the culture, right? I feel like the balance should be like, which we only allow one recon player in the squad. One player here, pick your class, that's it. Because otherwise you get like 10 medics, a squad that is all medics, a squad that is all support. Like, unless you are communicating with the show squad, because that could happen. You could join a game with a bunch of people and be like, okay, I'm communicating with the support squad, or you want to play like that. You know what I mean? But bro, when it's like players on their own in a game that requires to be organized as a team, it's just chaos. People are not gonna do what they're supposed to. At least when you play games like Overwatch and like what is it, like the Marvel game, everybody gets to pick one class and it's all well balanced. You know, you only get to pick certain classes and stuff. So I don't know, bro. It's just like a weird situation with Battlefield. I hope that the game succeed. I think it's gonna have some level of success. But I still don't believe that.
I don't think it's not going to succeed. I said, I think it's probably going to be the most successful Battlefield in a long time.
Yeah.
So I don't think this is a world where it's like there's not going to be millions of people playing this game. Is there going to be 50 million people playing this game? That's a question, right? I don't know.
Yeah,
that's a hard one. Yeah, that's a hard one. That's a hard one for sure. But I mean, look, I have fallen out of the. I mean, I don't think I ever was in a big hype of it. I think on record on our show, the first time I saw the reveal, it was like, all right,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, it looks fine. It really doesn't look like if I had to say what I thought next gen would look like for Battlefield, this is not it. And so, like I said, the way things break apart still breaks up fucked up. Like, it's not random. You're not getting all these big ass piece of houses on all these different sides of the street and shit, right? Like, a lot of it disappears. It forms into like essentially one clump. You know, it's still fine. And maybe that would never be good for a game. That's cool, but just aesthetically, it's not there. Maybe I'm gonna find that in the campaign. Right, maybe in the campaign, since there's not a bunch of people running around, they're gonna be able to go crazy with the destruction and all that sort of shit.
Maybe deeper, on a deeper level, probably.
Yeah, like I feel like campaign, maybe. But you know, I wasn't really big on it to begin with. I played the first beta, it didn't wow me. It's like not a crazy one. So I'm all right. I'm happy with the game as a game that exists. I'm glad for all the homies in the chat. I see there's a bunch of y'all who are so pumped for this game. I'm glad for y'all. Fucking do it up, you know, and enjoy it. You know, I might hop on every once in a while when it goes live, but you know, it's just not something I give a shit about too much. Hargeet, do you get shit? Like, what are you haven't really had much to say about Battlefield, so I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm just gonna play the single player, and I still haven't decided if I'm gonna buy it or just wait for Game Pass. You know, so I don't know. Given the amount of games we have, especially coming this fall, it's probably
it's probably a no buy it.
Yeah, wait till Game Pass. I mean, it is what it is. I like. There's way too much coming out, and I still haven't finished so many games in my backlog. I gotta play those first.
Did you get to finish Persona Reloaded?
I'm like a third of the way through. And so I ended up just buying it.
Oh, did you? All right, so at least you liked it enough.
Yeah.
You liked it enough to buy it.
Oh, you liked it enough. That's good. Hey, whoa. Xbox gamers don't buy games, Hargy.
Oh, right. Yeah.
They're clowns, man.
Didn't like EA and these like companies come out and say actually Xbox gamers buy more?
Yeah.
I think there
Yeah,
was
it's awesome.
some report
Yeah,
of
some
that
sort of
lately,
a statistic or
but whatever.
something.
But
I
whatever.
want to go
Baby, what are you
to
gonna say, baby?
Gentle Stone real quick.
All right.
Shout out to Gentle Stone. Thank you so much for rocking out with us tonight. He says, realism of getting blown up and then respawning.
Facts.
If you die, you should be out until the next battle. That would be more realistic. That would be more realistic. I agree with
Yeah,
that.
but
I mean,
then it will be
ultimately,
more
if you
boring.
die,
every time you
should
die, you have to make a new character.
Oh,
you have to
Oh,
uninstall the
yeah.
game and it's over.
That too.
Yeah,
So either
I mean,
they just you die
Battlefield-
one time, delete the game.
maybe in another game, but in Battlefield, you're gonna die no matter what. You're gonna die because some rocks fell on your head. You're
Yeah,
gonna
I
die
know.
because somebody blew C4 next to you. Like you're gonna die.
Emotional damage.
Facts. The Force One vlog literally sums up my entire experience. Medics be like, sees a down teammate and says, "Fuck you! I'm gonna get shot if I help you." Like, bitch, that's the point.
That's your job.
That's your job. All right, you jump in the line
Stick
of
to
fire.
the
I
realism.
do it. I just would never play a medic because that's some. I can't imagine just being a medic. But
Well, that,
like I
having
said,
that
if I see
mentality,
somebody,
that's the mentality
go
you're
to
supposed
them.
have.
I'm like, yo, my dude's down. Let me try to save him. And if I die, fuck it. What's the difference? You're gonna die anyway.
Yeah.
At least die trying to save me. At least I look at you with respect, like you are the
For-
man.
A real hero.
Instead of me trying to fucking call bad guys over to you, like, yo, he's right there. Shoot that bitch. He didn't want to
Yeah.
save me. Fuck that guy.
It's just frustrating sometimes, man. Frustrating for real.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that.
Hmm.
All right,
Whatever,
all right,
it'll
all
be
right.
fun for the people who want to play it, right? That's the whole point.
Oh, hell
as long
yeah.
as it makes us money, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Agreed. All right. We're gonna move on to the next chapter. Let me get this real quick. These shouldn't be too long or anything like that. Just kind of want to get actually look, this is the picture that I saw that made me laugh. That's the
Oh my
mountaintop and Battlefield, and that's a bunch
Oh
of snipers.
shit.
I think this is fake. I think this is dramatic. Like,
What the
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
obviously.
so
But that's
all those
exactly what I was
lights,
talking about, bro.
those are snipers,
Yeah.
right? So they found
What?
out. So basically, in this map, people found out that you can essentially get as high as you want on these mountain rocks. Like you could like a billy goat,
Yeah.
like fucking
Yeah.
hop on the edges of the fucking map and get up there. And then they get
Wow.
up there and they're snipers. So that when you look at a sniper who's in their scope, you see that shine. So they're making fun of it because once people found out this is what they do, they all climb up in this fucking mountain and they're just sniping you from God knows where.
That obviously
while
can't
you're
be true
running
because
down
there's
the
some in
mountain.
the clouds, right? I'm assuming, or maybe that's just
Yeah. Well, I think there's mountain
actual
back there
mountains
too.
there, but
Yeah.
there's clouds in front of it.
Exactly. But they're just being like facetious. Like it's not that much, but there's a lot. You know, you got a whole team
Damn.
taking over a side with some snipers up there. You get a whole bunch of those shines. It's like Jesus, that's crazy. All right, let me okay, that's right. And let me get this next chapter. Again, these are gonna be some quicker joints. I just saw this and I needed to fucking talk about it for a second because I'm just like, God damn, why fucking people ridiculous. All right, so let me take this chapter here. All right, so chapter 2. Where did I just have that? Okay, chapter 2. So Puerto Rock.
Oh my gosh.
So if you don't know, Ninja Theory has released has released Hellblade 2 on PlayStation. The kind folks over at Xbox were kind enough to send us a copy of the game on PlayStation
Yes.
to check it out. Obviously, they sent it to us on Xbox last year when it came out. We reviewed it there. So I did get some hands-on time with the PlayStation 5 version of the game. And, you know, it looks good. There's no...
The first hour is up.
Yeah, we put the first hour up. There's a few little tiny glitches on that first hour that I saw graphically, but for the most part, it's fine. Like it's still beautiful, right? Nothing has changed there. You do have to get used to the 60 FPS. If you're like me, who fucking adored the way the first one looked, when you do the 60, you do lose. Like this, I think this is the first time that I truly understand when like Todd Howard was like he prefers that filmic view. Now I don't agree on that with Starfield. I think 30 is fine, but if you have 60, that's also going to be fine, right? It's a shooter. I get that. So both ways, 30 was fine, but then 60 is also fine. This one though, this was so fine-tuned at 30, like control-wise, it was perfect. I never felt any like, oh man, I missed that block or something because of 30. So they did a phenomenal job, similar to how Playground Games handled Forza Horizon 5 in the quality mode. It was 30, right? Like you wouldn't tell if they didn't tell you it was 30, you wouldn't have known it was 30.
Yeah,
and that's the same way I felt. But the look of it, you do have that more filmic view at 30 for sure. It just is what it is. So obviously it's 60 on Xbox and on PlayStation now. On Xbox, I felt the same thing when I put it on in that 60 FPS mode. It's still beautiful, stunning, just different when you go 30 to 60. But Ninja Theory has been quoting all the they're not fucking around.
Yeah,
they have been quoting all of the PlayStation focused websites that have been praising Hellblade 2, right? So we've gotten that it's the best looking game on PlayStation.
Yep,
right.
I remember.
That's one of the ones that we talked about. Must own, necessity, like you have to play this, must play, like all these PlayStation websites are just loving Hellblade 2. And then this one here is from PlayStation Lifestyle. Ninja Theory quoted them by saying, PlayStation Lifestyle says one of the best reasons to own a PlayStation 5 Pro. Okay. Now, when I see that, when I read that, when I hear that, what I'm feel is I think what most people would feel, which is like, if you already own a PlayStation 5 Pro, this is finally giving you a reason to be happy that you have it, because obviously it's going to be better than the PlayStation 5 version of the game, right?
And that's what I'm hearing too. There's no reason to have one. This is a freaking the best reason to go ahead and have a PlayStation 5 Pro. Exactly.
Like it's saying if you got it, great. And if you don't have it and you have a PlayStation 5 and you've been thinking about getting a Pro, well, here's the best reason to do so, right? Because it runs great or looks great and all that fun stuff.
PlayStation games.
But it's not saying anywhere on here where one of the best reasons to own a Pro over an Xbox Series X. You know what I'm saying? And the reality is, and Digital Foundry looked at it and all this shit, like the Xbox version is on par. It looks phenomenal. So there's no need for any of that shit. But obviously you're in this point now where ponies are down so bad that they're looking for anything to kind of, make themselves feel better. I don't know. So I titled this, the phony PlayStation fanboy confused about what's a flex. Okay. So Porter Rock made this picture. A little mouse with a little Xbox hat and little Xbox or little green Duracell batteries on like life support over here. He wrote, ouch, I know this stings.
Does he not get what they're saying? I mean, obviously.
Clearly he can't. Or he's being facetious. Maybe he's looking at this as his only opportunity to remind his PlayStation followers that he still likes PlayStation.
Listen, no, I think he didn't, maybe he doesn't realize what it's really being said. And just like they didn't realize that their games were coming to Xbox. So, and the reason why they were hiring people to port games. But once a pony, always a pony. This is a mentality that they have, period. They just don't have any grounds to stand on. So they're out here broken. And at some point they feel like, oh man, it's over for us. But when they just get a little bit of hope, this is the dumb shit that they put out there. Like, read and understand what's going on before you go ahead and do some dumb shit like
Dude, but this is the crazy shit, babe. This is the crazy shit. All right. He knows that we know that he's seen all this shit.
Yeah.
Right? We know that he knows that we know all of his feelings about this shit, right? So then you go ahead and you think about the fact that when PlayStation had a moment to say, we're going to advertise the PlayStation 5 Pro, which they kind of fell off of, right? I think they realized that the Pro is a failure and is not really worth it to them. So you don't see them really advertising it like that. Like Ghost of Yote is not with that big ass thing that says capture on the PlayStation 5 Pro, right? Everything's on the base PlayStation. Even they just did a new trailer for Gran Turismo, because Gran Turismo has 2 new cars that they're doing. I think it's 2 new cars. It's a new Corvette Stinger concept car or some shit, right?
Okay.
And nice trailer. If you're a car person and it's you see the car and you're like, oh, that's dope. Let me check that out. And it looks beautiful, right? They did a great job with the trailer. But then you read the bottom and it says captured on PlayStation 5. It's like they almost don't want to say Pro because maybe they feel like no one's gonna take it serious, or I don't know what it is.
The Pro for the beautiful Xbox games, right?
Yeah, just for the beautiful Xbox games.
They don't want to go ahead and expose themselves by going ahead and using their own games on that.
So they didn't. So right, and then this last time they marketed the Pro, they used Forza Horizon 5, right? They used an Xbox game to do this, and like you got PlayStation fan sites, right? PlayStation focused websites out here saying that the best reason, one of the best reasons to own a PlayStation 5 Pro is an Xbox game.
Yep. That's wild.
Like, if you don't think that's checkmate,
no, that one had
that's
a sting,
checkmate,
guys. That one. How do you guys feel about this? That had to hurt. Marky, you all right? This one had to get you. This had to get you good.
I still don't understand. Like the entire generation of like Xbox One, there was this whole power issue where Xbox One was slow or was less powerful than the PS4. Then of course it inverted. When it inverted, did that make all the PlayStation people jump ship and destroy their PlayStations? I'm sorry, but like the least performant console generally wins a generation. And that's just how it always goes. It doesn't matter. It just matters what games you have. And it's just proving it. Like the games that they're showing off with their console, because they don't have any games, they're showing off Xbox games. Oh, you know, the Game Pass slop. The Xbox has no games, but somehow has games, right? All the bullshit. Yeah. We knew this. The second they get the games that are actually good, they'll realize, oh shit, this is what we've been missing. Right. But like, hey, whatever. And now you see what we were talking about when you say, oh no, it's Horizon Forbidden West is so good. Look, like, dude, what are you talking about? It's a PlayStation 4 game.
What a way to tell your fucking studios that you haven't made a good looking game than to constantly praise Xbox for doing it.
Right. I mean, freaking Forza Horizon 5 looks better, and that's an Xbox One game, but it looks so stunning on the next gen, right? But this is a true next gen game, UE5 taken to its fullest from Epic themselves, right? Like they worked and partnered with them. So what did they expect? So now you get to see what UE5 can really do when it shines, right? But it's a separate platforms, first party game on your platform that's making your system shine again. And like you mentioned, I'm still confused as to why they don't even bother showing you Ghost of Yotai gameplay, their own console, right? The Ghost of Yotai playing on their own top tier that Like, when does that happen? Like, I don't like, we complained
Facts.
about this shit when it was like, you have the Xbox One X. Why aren't you showing me the Xbox One X version? I don't want to see like the One S version or whatever. And it's like they flipped. It was always now it's the Series X or the One X. Right now, I went to the Series X. Now you're gonna get the Series X visuals. Not even the PC visuals, right? Because we're like, we want to see the console. We want to see what you do with your console. And so the Xbox side, that's what they show you. Running on a Series X, here you go. Right? They're not even bothering with the top console. Like, I just, that's just weird. It's just weird. PlayStation does not care anymore. It's just the way it is. You have to look at it for what it is. They don't care. So they just want to sell you shit that you decide to buy, that it doesn't do anything. Who cares? It gets used by their competitor. Okay, fair enough. I don't know how this makes me feel bad. I played this game on my PC on a 4090. I don't care what the limitations are of any of the consoles. I played it at full frame rates with full resolution, with everything maxed out. So for me, I don't know how this is a flex. I played this day and date on my PC, and I had it on my console. I could play it there too, whatever. But I played it on my PC. I don't have any issue. I don't care. For me, I don't get limitations. That's a thing that they have. That's the problem on their side because they don't do day and date PC, right? I can choose, hey, it looks good enough, plays well enough on console. I'm good. I'll play it there. Starfield, same thing. It's day and date on PC. I get it on Game Pass PC or Game Pass on console. I don't care. So I downloaded it on PC. Like, I've got full power, full capability. I'm doing it here. It's my choice. I don't have this limitation mindset. It's got to be locked to the box. I don't care. Like, whatever. That's your problem. So you think this is a flex? I think this is Ninja Theory flexing that they have a better capability to make your stupid box work than freaking PlayStation's own studios. When you tell me they have the top quality, they don't have it. They don't have it. They don't have it. That's just the way it is. They don't have it. We've got 2 games so far that are outshining your games, Forza Horizon 5 and this one, that are now outshining your. It's just the way it is. Like, whatever, flex all you want, whatever. If this is somehow a flex, I don't understand it, but whatever. Like, to me, it's like you finally got a next gen game. This is what gaming was about for next gen. Maybe you can push your studios to finally do that.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing, and that's why I don't understand. Like, for Porter Rock to think that
This
there was
is
something
crazy.
that, ouch, I know this things. To who? Do you think to an Xbox person who doesn't own a PlayStation or a PlayStation 5 Pro and has a Series X, and they played the game a year and a half ago, and they also had the same quality experience. Now it's at 60. They can go back and replay it if they want to, with, again, same quality experience. Or if they play it on PlayStation, on PC, and is way better than what it looks like on the Pro. I mean, I just don't.
I think he just
I don't
didn't
get it.
process the message.
He put out the message too quick.
And then coming like with Ninja Theory putting this out there, he thinks that they're backing the Pro and saying, as if that's the place to play it, rather than that's the reason to go turn it on if you have it.
Yeah, facts.
Over on that side, we remember what Insomniac said, right, about trying to go ahead and reach these levels. Well, now they have these levels of games because Hellblade 2 is there. So there you go, enjoy. Man, this is like, delete the tweet.
I really feel like
delete it. Like, someone tell him, like, bro, take a second, take a step back, look at what's happening, and then like delete that shit ASAP.
Yeah, I think it's just he got too pumped.
Yeah.
And he didn't read it through right in his head.
I mean, or
Yeah.
He did read it. He read it.
Or this was the best he came up with.
That's the best he can do.
I mean, that's rough. Demo, what do you think, man? What do you think, bro?
Holy shit, man. I don't know, bro. This is crazy. What's being praised in here is an Xbox game. So I don't really like Doodle say. I don't know whether he understands what's being said here. The fact that they're utilizing an Xbox games to show off how good graphics can be, or how good the graphics on the PlayStation 5 Pro can be. It's just like, I mean, you have to depend on Xbox. You got nothing on your own to show Like this is literally them admitting, like these PlayStation websites or whatever, admitting, like this is a great looking game, and we have to accept it now. But it's good now. It's amazing because it's on PlayStation. And going back to the comfort zone that we're talking about, the same thing that happens in the games is gonna happen in the consoles. People who are comfortable playing on PlayStation, they had their friends there and they had the library there. They familiar with how PlayStation work. They're gonna continue to use PlayStation, and the same thing goes for people who, you know, play it on Xbox, on PC, whatever the hell you play, man. Once you're used to something, it is what it is. Porque la costumbre es más fuerte que el amor, right? Isn't that like something, Doodle? Can you explain that in English? How it is like habit is stronger than love, right? Is that how you say it? Right.
That's the saying.
That's a saying, right? And it's very famous,
La
and because it's
costumbre,
true.
yeah.
Like it might be like, oh shit, the other team is doing better, but who cares, man? I'm comfortable here. I'm chilling, even though I'm waiting for games. I know I'm gonna play The Last of Us 3 or 4 times again throughout the year. I know I'm gonna rebuy the Spider-Man 2018 remaster and Days Gone remaster and all of this. And this is what you like playing, man. It is what it is, bro. And a lot of them, to be fair, use PlayStation for third party games like Call of Duty, Overwatch, all these games that we've been talking about throughout the show. So I don't think he get it. And how can these things, like, this is like Xbox game that released before on PlayStation, and now it's back on a platform that supposedly love this game and is being praised here. I don't think this is a reason why you should be console warring. Like, I really don't get it, man. This is kind of weird, but it is what it is, man.
Facts.
That's
Facts.
crazy. I'm just like, this is really funny when you see it because he's so overwhelmed with like everything that's going on that you can like he picked a freaking a mouse, a rat. Like he didn't even go with a bot. Like he's just, the pain is just showing. These poor gallopers
It's a
are
problem for
feeling
real.
so lost.
It's definitely a problem for sure. All right, let's
like, guys, here's the win. I'm gonna crush it.
I know I've
with
been
this
hurting your
one.
feelings all this time, guys.
Oh,
Let me remind you that I am
I was
indeed
just looking for
a
a
pony.
window,
Yeah.
a time to come in and really make a splash, and this was it. This was it.
Yeah.
Man.
Nah, that's crazy talk. All right, let's move on. Get my next chapter over here. All right, so this one was a little shocking for me because I wasn't expecting it, especially since I was in LA. I was at Summer Games Fest play days. I got to go behind the scenes and see a behind closed door, hands-on gameplay. And what they showed us was nothing like the statement that I'm about to tell you and what I'm about to show you. So word on the street is Resident Evil Requiem, which is Resident Evil 9, will feature Last of Us combat and vehicles. And Resident Evil Requiem will have Last of Us style combat. The combat with Leon has seen huge innovations. Honestly, some Last of Us Part 2 isms, but also its own innovations.
Oh my gosh.
So this is the thing. It depends on where you fall with this, because I can tell you right now, what I saw was creepy as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, scary. Fucking like, what the fuck, right? So good. So good. But it was inside. You know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't have any open areas like this where there was going to be combat like this, and we didn't see Leon. So maybe it was just, maybe you're playing as multiple characters and you're bouncing around, and then when you turn to Leon, you have a different style. I don't know. But if that is in fact the case, number one, my question is going to be how scary are they planning to make this game? Like, I don't know if that's going to be something that's a Are they going to use this as like design choices around the scary stuff? So it's like maybe his part is not that scary, only her part is that scary, and he's more actiony. I don't know. But I will say, I mean, you guys know me here. I love The Last of Us. So Last of Us style gameplay, as far as like the shooting and the action and the, you know, crawling and, you know, doing all that shit, like I enjoy it. I got melee in there as well. Stealth mechanics, sneak up on somebody, take them down. So I could definitely fuck with that. So, I mean, I wouldn't. That doesn't seem like a, as far as gameplay itself is concerned, not a downside for me particularly. But when I start thinking about Resident Evil, and also remember this game, you can freely swap. So right, they're breaking the mold here, right? So we have been up until this point getting two paths of games. There was the new games that were first person, right, from Resident Evil 7 forward, and then there's the remakes that are third person, right? And Resident Evil 9 is going to be the first one where you can freely swap between the two. So you could be playing first person in some parts, swap to third person in other parts, and kind of go ahead and choose that. So, you know, I think Force One Vlogs, I mean, maybe. He says Resident Evil turning into a movie-driven game. Maybe. The part that I saw played did not resemble that at all. Like the part that I saw played looked like scary ass Resident Evil, you know, survive, do the puzzles. Like it was not like a crazy action experience. So I don't know how ultimately this is going to shake out. The fact that it says The Last of Us doesn't like bother me, because there's like those crazy infected in The Last of Us that you have to sneak around that are creepy as fuck, and if they see you, you're fucked. So, you know, maybe they're just saying that there's going to be a lot of, you know, more stealth segments that are going to be more controllable by you. I don't know. But then there's also the part where it says vehicles, right? So I don't know, how are they going to open world with this shit? Like I don't know if those are just particular segments where they're letting you get in the vehicle and driving and doing that.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure, but for me, the fact that it's Last of Us like is not a negative per se. It's just what they do with it will make it negative if they somehow abandon the idea of how scary they're making this game. Might be something. I don't know. What do you think, baby?
The wording for me is just like, you know, the Last of Us Part 2, right? But also its own innovation. It sounded a little copycat.
Yeah, like they're copying some parts and then doing their own thing.
But also its own thing, right? So it's like I don't know. Obviously not a. I feel like this is something I would have to kind of see for my own. And see how I feel or what I think about it. But The Last of Us was a great game. So I don't see the problem with it, but I just think this is something once you experience it. I don't like the way they're phrasing it though. So that's what I feel.
Yeah, I get that.
It's a little bit like copycat type of thing, but
yeah, because they're innovating. I feel like they're innovating so much from what they showed, and then to take that and you know, I don't know, maybe they're just going bigger. Maybe they have bigger ambitions for Resident Evil. Maybe they don't want to make it so that you have, you know, it's just you're stuck in this one place or whatever, and they want to bring it into a bigger world where the scares can go elsewhere. Maybe he needs to go save her or some shit, so he has to drive somewhere. I don't know. I'm definitely intrigued, but you know, I am interested to see. Well, we are going to see more. I feel like shit like this is leaking, by the way. Now,
shit, he loves this game.
Yeah, he does. I think shit like this is leaking right now. We're getting all these little tidbits because we're gonna see it again next week on Tuesday.
When
So
do we have a release date? When is
no, we don't know anything yet. So this is like a not a this year game.
Yeah.
Which is funny because they're spending so much energy
Mm-hmm.
showing it, right? Like why build up all this hype right now?
Yeah, it's a lot of hype behind
like
it.
you already dropped
Like,
the trailer.
mm-hmm.
You know,
that was wild coming back out. You know?
Yeah, agreed. So
maybe they, like you said, they are going big.
Maybe. Hargy, what about you, man? Are you a Resident Evil fan? What do you think about this?
I am totally not a Resident Evil fan. So, but like, yeah, it's cool that they're like innovating. They should. Why not, right? And Capcom's been doing great work recently, right? They've been killing it for the last like whatever 5-10 years. When they started re-releasing some of the older Resident Evils, remaking them with Monster Hunter, that seems to keep kicking butt, right? So, yeah, so you know, like it's interesting that they're gonna try to like change some of the things in combat, whatever. That's nice. We'll see how it works out. I haven't played Last of Us 2, right? So I played Last of Us and did not like the combat at all. So
Last of Us 2 is a big upgrade.
Yeah, so
big upgrade from there.
I've found that in general, I just never liked Naughty Dog's like, you know, gameplay mechanics. Are just like, meh, whatever. But whatever, it's you know, if it's a good upgrade, why not, right? So but you're right, like we saw, like I also was at the same event in that like little theater room, right, where they showed us that NDA footage, and you're like, okay, this had nothing to do with any of that. It was very, very different what they showed us. So is that out now, or is that like still, I think it's beyond the NDA, right? We can talk about that.
I mean, we could talk about it, but I don't know if they ever released that footage.
Okay, so it isn't out. Okay. Yeah, then I'll just not say anything. But yeah, so like what they showed was very different from what they're showing here. Let's just say that.
Thanks.
So it is interesting that there probably are different, like you know, gameplay mechanics, different game modes or whatever, or not game modes, but like game settings, right, where you have very different types of gameplay. So we'll see how that goes. That's interesting. But yeah, I don't know that I would be buying this game because I've not enjoyed them. I played 4, I played through most of it, and then just gave up. And I'm like, whatever. So that's as far as I've played a couple of other ones, and I've played a couple other ones, and I can't get into it. 7.
That's the first person...
I think I did. That was in Game Pass for a while, right? Because I think I did try that. And I'm like, whatever. I don't care. It's like, it just does not entertain me at all.
I get it.
So, and as we've been talking about, it's like if it's not really pulling, then it's just not, like there's too many games. I will just go to the next thing. If I'm not hooked in any way, it's like, whatever.
I get
like
that.
I just go away. Next. You know. So
yeah.
But yeah, it's good to see innovation, though. I like that. What we saw was actually pretty impressive. I actually am more interested in the other game that you mentioned, Onimusha. It looks really good. That one looks like it could be more fun.
Bro.
So that one was much more interesting to me. So we'll see how that looks when it comes out, right? So, but yeah, this like, man, whatever.
Yeah, I get that. What about you, Demo? What do you think?
All right, man. I know we're talking about Resident Evil. By the way, Resident Evil Village is like only $10 on Steam. So if you haven't played that one, play it. I'm never been a huge fan of Resident Evil. I think I enjoyed the one that Hargy was talking about. That was Biohazard, the one that you had to cut your own hand or something. That one was insane. The beginning, at least, right? And I do, you know, I tried the, what is it, like the remake that they have on Game Pass? I think it's like 4 or 3. What? Not
3.
3.
Yeah, they did Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3.
I think it was 2. The one that is that starts at the gas station, that you run over a zombie or something. I forgot about, you know, I don't remember. I'm not really into horror movie things like that, but I do enjoy the movies though. At least some of them. And the game is dope. It's just that you guys know I'm not into horror like that, but it's pretty enjoyable. Village looked pretty cool. I wanna play that one when I get a chance. Maybe like here with one night with my my brother-in-law or something, he comes through and we get through it together or some shit, so we can hold hands and hug each other when it's time to jump. But
That's
you
wild.
know, yeah, I mean, they can do whatever they want with this, right? And I know like the way that they should go about this is like by respecting the legacy of the games. But I have no issues with any of the changes here. I think The Last of Us is a great game, and I think their combat is decent. And the fact that you mentioned that they could have a balance between action and horror, it makes me more like, okay, maybe I don't like the horror part, maybe I enjoy the action part, which is what I like. And it's sort of like enticing to players like me who are like not that interested in horror, but then again, people who want this to be a pure horror
You're gonna
experience.
lose your pure base, and
Exactly.
that's
So
the problem.
this is what they're doing too now. They are expanding the way they're generous, right? They're trying to like rewrite how this is done. They showing you different perspective, right? Of camera. You were mentioning they were gonna do third for first and isometrical, right? Like from the top, something like that. Is it something that you mentioned? I forgot.
For what? This one?
Yeah,
No, first and third person. It's gonna be the first game that gives you
right.
both options.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
it gives you both options to swap.
as you can see, that's one way
Mhm.
that you can, by offering different point of views, it's one way that you can get new players. So there's some players out there who only play third person action adventure, whatever, we know who they are. And there's people out there who are mixed, and there's other people who really enjoy the first person perspective, right? So I think this is great. This is one of the best changes that I think that the game have received throughout the years. And I do hope and I do believe that all the games should come like with different options. I mean, come on, man. Oh, like it's literally, I think this even like just a setting on Unreal Engine, like games on Unreal Engine, like use like change your perspective or something. Is whatever. I don't know
Um,
why they don't do it. Like Fallout's been doing it for a long time, right? Like games like
yeah.
Skyrim, Starfield did it. That's one thing that people don't mention.
So
That
the
is one of the
so
features,
for
like
Resident Evil 8, Eastside Vandal is correcting it, and they did add it, but they added with the Winters DLC, like the one that
okay.
came
So
way
later on,
after, and
after.
then you can go back and play through the main game in third person. But I mean, I feel like at that point, it's the point still stands
Yeah,
that this is the first one that they're releasing with
with both
a first
perspectives.
and third person mode. They
Yeah.
released 8 with the first person mode only, so if you played that game and beat it and moved on, then that's the only thing that existed. 8 is only for the people who got it later, or for the people who got the DLC pack and decided to go back and play the main game as well. So it's a good correction for sure, because there
Shout out to
is
him.
a third person mode and first person mode now if you go play Resident Evil 8. But at launch, it was only first person, and this is going to be at launch both versions of the first and third person. So,
Yeah.
and it
To wrap
looks
it up though,
equally crazy.
I think the Resident Evil, people, enjoyers, enthusiasts, whatever, they should be excited, man. This is like, I don't see this in any negative way. At the end of the day, they're just like, trying to innovate, trying to give you more features. So you shouldn't be mad about this. Just like when they added the difficulty levels, like this is like another extra feature that devs work to put out there. Appreciate that, man, because at the end of the day, they're making the game more accessible to more gamers, and that can be bad, man. Like, I don't see anything negative here. All I see is
Yeah,
like, boost. Like, I mean, Resident Evil is a huge franchise though, and a lot of people like know about this game and enjoy this game. So it'll continue to be great. And Capcom has been killing it lately, man. Let's keep it real. They've been doing it good.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've
I
been
mean,
doing great.
honestly, between this and Onimusha, fucking
Yeah, yeah. They've been killing it lately. Yeah.
Capcom crushing it. Capcom crushing it. This I cannot wait for this. I think it's going to be phenomenal. Very intrigued by what they're doing with this game.
Mhm.
Okay, I don't know if they're trying to make it bigger, take it. I mean, because if you think about Last of Us, right? In some ways, there are some real creepy shit that
Mhm.
take place in that game.
Agree.
So they it starts creepy and then they kind of move away from it. And yeah, there's like with those moments that are creepy. But what if you take that formula and you go full on scary, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a chance for it. There's a chance for it.
Agreed.
For sure. So, anything else before we wrap this up on this?
Nah, I think we're good, but I do have to go though because
We're
baby's
we're
sick.
done. We're leaving
We're
right
done?
now.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
if you want to do your outro, we're wrapping up right here.
All right,
So
let's
I
do
can
it.
get you out first in peace.
Yeah.
All right, guys, but this is where we're gonna end it, man. I think we hit it. We hit I told you we're gonna try to hit this goal. So we made it.
Finger blast.
Guys, finger blast. You gotta hit it up for being on time. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody who's live in the building with us, man. We appreciate all of y'all for rocking out. You guys are the shit. Thank y'all so much. Shout out to everybody who super chatted and helped support the channel. You guys are awesome. Shout out to everybody who went back and forth giving memberships. You guys are the shit. Only 3 people so far have received any of these memberships.
Seriously?
So yeah, like it just as far as like already assigned, which is crazy. I don't know what's going on with YouTube. But you know, there was essentially 90 gifted subs, and 3 of them are on the docket so far. So it will eventually kind of work its way out. But guys, thank you all for the support. We do appreciate it. And then of course, shout out to everybody on Patreon and YouTube memberships that support us. You guys are the shit, and we appreciate y'all so much. Of course, you know, we got to shout out our elite members. We got the homie Big Boy Mike, Dark Angelic, Queen Witch, Coach Hooded Canuck. You guys are awesome, and we appreciate the support. And then, of course, we have our inner circle members. You got our brother Big Mix Gaming, Pragmatic Eagle, and the homie our Geek Chani, man. Thank you, bro. Appreciate the support. Thank you all. You guys are the shit. Remember, we will be back on Tuesday, and you know what's Tuesday? It's motherfucking Gamescom. Motherfucking Gamescom.
Let's go.
That's right. So we will be streaming that show. Anticipate that we'll go live 30 minutes before, 15 to 30 minutes before the show, do our own little pre-show. I think there is a pre-show, so maybe we might go a little bit before that. I don't know 100%. We'll find out the details, but we will be live.
Discord. We'll keep you posted.
Yeah, join the Discord. Information's there. You'll see what's going on there, but we will be live there to see that, and then we'll be back that night, 8 p.m. Eastern, with Night Quest. Like I said, guys, if you're around, feel free to come through if you want to get some bars off on what we saw at Gamescom. But if not, we'll be back on Thursday after Xbox's Gamescom shows that they're going to do, and then Friday night we'll be back. So definitely keep everything in check here so you can see when we go live. Make sure you're subscribed, hit the button. What time is Gamescom?
Yeah,
that's a good question. I think it's 2 p.m. Eastern.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, I could be mistaken, but I think it's 2 p.m. Eastern. I know like Xbox, their shit is like 9 in the morning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that is wild. That's wild. But the other ones are for I gotta imagine they focus.
It is 2 p.m. Eastern.
2 p.m. right? Okay, yeah. They want to make it easier. Okay, yeah. So we'll probably be there like 1:30 ish. So it's gonna be yeah, it'll be earlier in the day, and it'll be enough time to watch it, digest it, and then come back on the show later that day to see what's what.
And Ryu Art asked what day. It's the 19th.
The 19th. So that's gonna be Tuesday,
right?
Tuesday the 19th, and then 20th and 21st are Xbox's shows in the morning.
Yes.
So Tuesday, 2:00.
It's also Pumpkin Day at Dunkin', you guys, on Wednesday the 20th.
Nice.
We love the pumpkin.
We always celebrate that day.
Yes. So
good time.
Of course, that's when Xbox is coming in. So
yeah, it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Baby
steps. Eastside will probably not be there. No, we're probably not gonna see any baby steps.
Is PlayStation there?
That's a good question. I don't know if I
I don't know.
I
Maybe
don't
they
know
are.
if
I have no idea.
if I've seen it. I don't know if I've seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking too. Yeah, I don't think I've seen. I don't think I've seen anything from PlayStation. And you know, Jeff would have been all over that announcement.
Yeah.
Assuming this is correct, it says PlayStation will not be at Gamescom 2025 for 6 years in a row.
Well, then it's nothing new. Yeah,
You already
it's
know.
nothing new.
Mhm. It's the norm.
It's
6
the norm.
years, it's already a habit. Like it's gonna be hard to come back.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Mm.
All right, well, guys,
They would
let's
have
get
to
our
have
homies
games,
out.
right?
Demo, thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother, for being here. Tell the people where to find you, man, and show
Yeah.
them, let them know what you got going on.
Hey man, Demo Flow Gaming here. You already know I was supposed to do a show this morning. Baby 6. We haven't slept for a couple of nights. So I mean, hopefully we'll get back into regular schedule next week, every Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern time. That's where you can find me. You can find me here as well with CMoney, Doodle, and Harky in the night shift. And I'm probably gonna be over here on Tuesday. We're gonna talk about Gamescom. I'm excited. I can't wait to see what new games are they gonna show. I can't wait to see what Xbox is doing there. And there's a lot of exciting, gaming news coming up. It's been a hot summer. We got games coming as well. We got Gears of War Reloaded, Grounded just released, so we are having a great time. And
So
I
much good
can't
stuff.
wait. Yeah, it's been an amazing. I seen somebody post today on Twitter like, gaming sucks in 2025. I'm like, bro, I'm not even gonna engage. Like you are literally like you haven't been, playing at all. So, anyways, man, looking forward to the new games. Playing Gears. I've been playing a lot of Gears of War 5. And in hopes that I can train to, slay these ponies when Reloaded releases. I'm definitely
We
gonna
got
be.
Reloaded, by the way.
I know,
We will
I've
be
seen that
we'll
too.
be playing it.
Yeah, I know. I played the beta though, and yeah, honestly, it's gonna be an amazing campaign as usual. But the multiplayer one, right? Gears of War one, the first one is very outdated at this point. It's very slow compared to what we're getting from Gears 4 and Gears 5. Gears 2, right? It was crazy. You could move like crazy to the sides, and just the fact that you can do that in one is almost like like they took away one of my kidneys. I love to move around crazy in these games. But yeah, I mean, I'm definitely gonna enjoy, definitely gonna do a bunch of custom matches and hopefully get the community together. But yeah, that's it. Demo Flow Gaming. Holler at you guys. I was saying, I don't know if you hear that I may come on Tuesday night here to talk some shit. Yeah.
Oh, nice. All right, cool, man.
Yeah,
Well,
I might drop by.
dope.
Your boy Demo Flow checking out. I'm out, cause baby, y'all
No
already
problem,
know.
no problem.
I'll see you
Appreciate
next
you, fam.
time,
Thank you,
though.
my brother.
Yeah, we talk.
See you,
Bye
bye
man.
now.
Man.
Bye.
And then, of course, we got our boy here in the building. That's right. You know him well. And it is the wise one, the author, the patriot, the pony slayer, and the ponybot tier maker. It's our boy, Hargeet Chani. Thank you, my brother, for being here, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah,
man.
I don't know if you did catch Mac's last super chat or not, but if you haven't listened to that Brevian whole slate video, it's hilarious. I definitely think you should watch it.
we don't fuck with certain people no more.
Okay.
So when we don't fuck with people don't show up around here. Us. We don't talk about those people.
I see, but that video is hilarious, guys.
So, Hargi,
So
tell the
listen.
people where to find you.
Yeah, sorry.
all good.
My channel, Hargy Chani 1, on YouTube. Yeah, you know the book. Okay. And then tomorrow we'll finally be back with Fon. So check that out on Fon's Gaming at 7 p.m. Eastern time on Fon's Gaming. And then I'll be back with Web Dave on Sunday, 7 p.m. US Eastern. And then I'll be back with Boom on Wednesday, 7 p.m. US Eastern as well on Double Barrel Gaming. And we'll be back next week with whatever fun we got with Gamescom. Right, I'll go through all that Friday.
Yes, sir. There's gonna be so much. I feel it's gonna be crazy. All right, man. Well, guys, thank you all again. We appreciate you. It's gonna be a crazy week coming up, so definitely be ready to have game talks, man. There's gonna be so much conversation going on about all the dope shit we're gonna see. So be ready, man. We'll be back Tuesday. Like I said, probably 1:30. Maybe a little earlier if there's a pre-show that we want to catch. And that's it, man. We're done. So we're gonna go ahead and end the show the way we end every single show. Doodle.
Yes,
We're done.
we are.
Until next time.
You're intruding.
You're intruding.